All right, testing. Testing. Can you guys hear? Excuse me. Can you hear me? Son of a bitch. I was eating trail mix, and I should have swallowed before I started talking. Son of a bitch. Ugh. Okay. Holy shit. All right. Can you guys hear me? Holy crap. Okay. I guess we're good, right? I don't know if we have any moderators available. I'm trying to eat some trail mix before we start here because I'm hungry. I don't know if we have any moderators available here tonight for this because, you know. Stress eating, no. Oh, there's King Gokin. What's up, King Gokin? So King Gokin's going to help with moderation. Thank you, King Gokin. I'm trying to eat because normally I would take a break around 2:30, and now because this happened again, I'm basically stuck. Okay. And I'm probably gonna have my whole schedule screwed up. So I'm trying to eat some trail mix like quickly before I start streaming here on YouTube. Okay? Alright. So allow me to try to finish this trail mix first, and then we'll get started. Here you go. You wanted your mukbang. You can get some trail mix mukbang right now. Okay? But if you'd like to help me out, because I already explained on my stream on Twitch today, I'm already screwed over this week because I received hundreds of dollars of chargebacks against my PayPal account. So I'm already in the negative, and I'm appealing to people if you could please help and contribute to the stream. I would appreciate it, you know, because I'm going to be in a tough position between now and when I get paid by Twitch, which is usually around the middle of the month. Then I'm streaming Crash 4, and I get a false DMCA takedown, which is bullshit. It's exactly the same as all the others. I'll tell you the details because this one's even more funny because it's insanely false, and Twitch just doesn't care and granted it anyway. So, yeah. So now I'm really screwed because now I can't even stream the game I was supposed to be streaming to make money to pay for stuff tomorrow. So I hope you guys will be supportive. Don't worry, the face cam's coming. I'm just going to eat this trail mix, and then we're going to get started. Okay? Okay. So, if you want to help me, please look at the description of this stream right now on YouTube, and there's the link to send me a tip. Please tip me. I need the help right now, because this is bullshit. Okay? And thank you, King Gokin. He's already moderating and helping, and I appreciate that. I know this. You know YouTube stream chat's going to be a horrible mess. It always is. Okay. So between Nightbot and King Gokin, hopefully at least we'll have a semblance of order in the stream chat. Probably not, though, because it's such a mess. Okay. Oh, shit. Now I dropped it. Shit. I'm almost done. Okay. PlayStation guide for users. I'm making him hungry. I know the Crash 4 beta is over. I'll talk about it in a moment, how stupid this is. Why don't I just switch to YouTube for streaming? Well, why don't you take a look at the stream chat right now and answer your own question? That would be why. What kind of trail mix is it? Cranberries, pistachios, cashews, dark chocolate, and something else. Almonds, I think. Okay, I just finished it. Okay. Okay, guys. Excuse me. So, let's get started here. Hold on. So we switch over to Ask the King. Here we are. You guys ready? We'll get started here. And I'll do shout-outs. I'll explain what's going on. Major fucking shit show again. I know the Twitch shit show just seems to be a running pattern now. Okay. All right, let's talk. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, here we go again. Today is October 5th, 2020. All right. After having multiple issues during the summertime with false DMCA takedowns against my Twitch channel, and basically getting it down to a science as to how to stop, or not stop it, but reverse the issue. Here we are again, a few months later. I think the last time that happened was maybe mid to late July when I was playing Destroy All Humans, the remake during the summer. Well, today I was playing Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, and enjoying it a lot, having a lot of fun with the game. It's a really good platformer. It's challenging. It's very retro in a lot of its design, but also adds a lot of new gameplay elements to the franchise, which is definitely a good thing. And I really like the game. And today's the 4th straight stream of me playing this game, by the way. Not, you know, I rarely would play a game 4 days in a row. But number one, there's nothing new going on right now outside of Crash 4. And number two, I'm having a ton of fun with the game. You guys are really enjoying watching me play it. So I said, why not just continue on with it and keep going, okay? So, I'm about an hour into the stream. And I'm doing a bonus round, and it's challenging, and I died a bunch of times. Everyone's having a good time. And, as this is happening, all of a sudden I look over at my stream setup, and it says it's still going, but connection is dead. So, my internet's working, but my connection is dead. So then I look over, stream chat's frozen. Uh-oh. Then I go to my Twitch dashboard, refreshing, it's blank. A blank dashboard. No data at all. Which makes me feel, okay, I know what's going on here. Alright, I know exactly what's going on here. This is in the midst, we're in the midst of another false suspension. Okay? This is another situation, much like what was going on during the summer. Someone's put in a false DMCA claim against me. It's gotta be, because it's the same situation. So, lo and behold, I opened up my emails, okay? And in my email, I got an email from Twitch. You have received a copyright takedown. Okay, let's read it. Let's read through this email together. Dear Darkside Phil, we received a notification of claimed infringement with respect to your account. Here are the details. The alleged infringing content is my stream. Alright. And according to this, 5:19 p.m. UTC. What's that? Like 12:19, so maybe like noonish here, like 12:19 p.m. or something. Copyrighted work is, now here's where this is funny. Are you ready? The copyrighted work in question. The newest beta version of Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. What? I'm not playing the beta version of Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. I didn't play the beta at all. I'm playing the retail version that I purchased. So, the actual false DMCA takedown against my Twitch channel isn't even for the right game. It's the wrong game. And Twitch still greenlit it and put it through without even verifying that I was playing that game. They just greenlit it and stamped it and pushed it through and suspended my channel. Okay? Now, it says, copyrighted claimant, Activision Publishing. Copyright claimant contact email, and it lists literally their generic email for these kind of issues. As a result of the notification, the accused content and archives of the content have been removed from Twitch. Your account has now been suspended for 48 hours and also has been issued a copyright strike. Of course, if you believe your content has been taken down as a result of mistake or misidentification, submit a counter notification, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So, it's exactly to a T the situation that I went through 2 months ago. 3 months ago. What was it? Because I forget if it was July or August. I want to say now point it was July. To a T. False copyright claim goes in. Must be an automated process because I can't imagine a human being so fucking stupid that they actually thought that I was playing a beta that doesn't exist anymore. The beta for Crash Bandicoot is gone. It was removed weeks ago. And you can't even play it anymore. Even if you have it, you can't boot it and play it. So, it's just completely false. There's no way I could have been playing the beta. The claim is 100% false. So I have to believe it's some kind of an automated process and no human actually looked at it. Or again, it's the stupidest human I've ever heard of, if it is. You know, and that's it. So I immediately issued my counter notification, okay? Same exact kind of email that I did multiple times over the summer. And basically sent it in and said, not only did I use the usual information saying, no, this is false, but then I also said, you know, you didn't even claim the right game. This is not the game I was even playing. You didn't even verify, so how could you strike down my channel? This is ridiculous. Of course, they're not going to care. They're not going to respond. They're going to give me a form letter response saying, okay, your counter notifications processed, your channel's back. That's all they're going to do. Okay? So, what can I do right now? Absolutely nothing. All I could do is sit here with you guys and chill, talk, hang out, have a few conversations, discussions, and kill time until Twitch's DMCA department processes my counterclaim. They have to process the counterclaim, which the fastest I've seen was about an hour. The last time this happened, it was when I was playing Destroy All Humans remake during the summer. And when I played that, I got 2 different claims. One was for the live stream, and one was because at the time I auto-archived my videos on my channel, and therefore I got claimed twice at the same exact time. All right, and when that happened, I was nervous because I was like, if a third strike comes through, they might even just shut down my channel, right? So there's nothing I can do about this but wait. I have to sit here and wait for them to process it. Hopefully they process it quickly. If they process it quickly, I'll go back and start playing Crash again on my Twitch channel. Okay? I don't want the Crash stream. I only played for like an hour, not even. I don't want the Crash stream to suffer now. And now we have no gameplay because of a false claim. Okay? Now, you might say, why did this happen now of all times? Well, here, I have a few things. First of all, I firmly believe that this has happened in the last 2 to 3 months and just didn't hit me or strike me. And here's what my theory, okay? Here's my theory on the whole thing, okay? When I start streaming, when I turn on my stream, I have a pre-stream. And the pre-stream lasts, you know, roughly anywhere from between an hour to an hour and a half long. There's music, there's me talking in a podcast-style interactions with you guys. And really, I don't start gameplay until between 11:30 a.m. to noon my time, okay? Then I do solid gameplay, usually for roughly 2 hours. Then I take a break of about a half an hour, and then I'll do another hour to hour and a half of gameplay. So on any given stream, there's about 3.5 to 4 hours of gameplay. There's about 1 to 2 hours of either music or talking or break or whatever. My theory is as follows, okay? whoever this is doing this, it may very well be the same person who did it to me over the summer. I don't know. You know, I haven't received any threats or anything. It just happened out of the blue. They very well may have been trying to do this to me all along. But because of the way that I stream and the way that the way that Twitch processes copyright claims, it may have just not hit at a time when I was eligible for the strike. So, for example, let's say on a night stream I'm playing Fall Guys for 2 hours. They may very well have tried to hit me with the DMCA claim, but by the time that Twitch got the claim, processed it, I was already off the stream because I only played it for 2 hours. You see what I'm saying? It very well might be that Twitch doesn't instantly process. It may take a few hours of processing. And so this person may have very well been trying to take me down since the summer months, the last time they did it, and every time it's failing. Okay? Maybe. That's just a hypothesis. Because the way I think is, why wouldn't this have been happened all the time? If this person really doesn't like me and did it all summer and got away with it, why did they stop? And my theory is maybe they didn't. Maybe they've just been trying to do it, and in this case, because of the way that I stream it and the way that Twitch processes the claims, they just didn't get it in fast enough for it to actually apply. Okay? Maybe. Or it could just be that this person moved on and did other stuff, and now all of a sudden they got to stick up their ass about me again. If you haven't noticed, funny that the last couple of weeks, we got people coming in here with fake tips constantly. There's people coming onto my streams and giving giant tips, $50, $100. And when you actually check the tip, unverified PayPal account, no email contact address, just completely unregistered credit card payment out of nowhere on my stream. And I've learned that these are the ones that get charged back all the time. Okay? These are the ones that get charged back all the time. Okay? And because of that, I basically don't accept them anymore. If I see a payment that's a significant tip, that's from an unregistered, unverified, anonymous checkout account, I just return the tip immediately. There's no point in keeping it, because these people this people or person, it may be the same person who's just been doing it over and over, you know, they're just going to charge that back to fuck me over on the back end. So, if you haven't noticed, the last few weeks, all of a sudden I'm getting all these false tips and all these chargebacks at once, right? So now I'm actively starting to talk about it on my streams. Just this morning, before the crash stream, I appealed to my viewing audience for help. All right, here's why. This last week, I have received hundreds of dollars of chargebacks. In fact, if I total it up, okay, probably, roughly, I want to think about $300 to $400 in chargebacks this week. Okay, that's terrible. That's a lot of income that I, counted on to spend on things that's vanished, poof, in thin air because of this fucking system. Okay. Now, in addition to that, yesterday's streams were kind of slow. You can't always have a good streaming day where people are going to be crazy with contributions. I know that. I realized how lucky I was from the month of March all the way through, what was it? Late August, that the vest streak continued, and then it finally ended. I realized how crazy lucky that was, and that'll never happen again, okay? I knew that for a fact, that vest streak, that crazy amount of support, you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have days when people are overly supportive and generous, and you're going to have days when it's not as lucrative to be streaming, and that's okay, because it all levels out. Yesterday, it just so happens I had a slower day, okay? Last night's Mafia conclusion stream actually went really slow, and I was surprised. I thought the end of Mafia would get attention. It really didn't, okay? So we're talking about tons of chargebacks this week. I'm already $300-$400 like in the hole because of the chargebacks. And then a slow day, so I'm like, damn. I looked at everything this morning, and I'm looking at everything, and I'm like, damn, tomorrow, I got to go out. I got to go grocery shopping. I got to go to the garbage dump. I'm looking to get new pillows to stop this ear infection from occurring in my ears, right? This ear infection has been a fucking horrible thing for me this year. 3 different times I got ear infections. And throbbing pain, swelling, I can't hear in my ear. I got to put these fucking eardrops in my ear at a week at a time. It's disgusting to put medicine in your ear constantly. It's just so nasty. And I don't want this to keep happening. So one of the things I'm actively going to do is get a new pillow, stop using the pillow that I've been using for 10, 11 years, and get one with aeration of the ears so I don't create a humid environment in my ear when I sleep, and hopefully it'll stop bacteria from recurring in my ear canals. Okay? So I got all this stuff I got to do this week. Plus, as I explained on the pre-stream, later this week I want to maybe play Amnesia: The Dark Descent, so I need to buy that on PS4. That's going to be another, $30 for the collection. So I got all this money I got to spend. I'm looking at like shit right now because of all the chargebacks this week, and because it's the first week of the month and I had to pay a bunch of bills, I have nothing in my PayPal account. Zero. And I'm like, dude, I got to go out and spend money tomorrow. It's going to go all from my bank account, which is money is there to pay bills. Like, I have money sitting in my bank account right now, enough to cover all my bills moving forward the next couple of weeks. And if I start spending that money, what happens if this week now I don't make good money on the streams for whatever reason? Now I can't cover that, and now I have no money to pay my bills. This sucks. This is the first time all year that I've been in this situation. No lie. Since March, when that vest streak began, I was making crazy amount of money, and it was no chargebacks or anything happening. So I was good. And now all of a sudden, it's like I'm back to basically being in a situation where I'm scared that I'm going to run out of money, have overdrafts against my bank account, and I have nothing to fall back on. I declared bankruptcy earlier this year. I got no credit cards, no saving, nothing to fall back on. So if I get in a situation like this, I'm fucked. Okay? I mean, I'm just be honest. I'm screwed, completely screwed over. That's not good. Okay? Now, if I can make it to the middle of this month, roughly around the 15th, that's when Twitch pays me for the month. And I had a lot of cheers in the month of September. I had a lot of subs in the month of September. I don't know about ad revenue. I never look at that. But basically, the support in September was great on my Twitch channel. So if I can make it to around the middle of the month and I basically, get the benefit from all of that contribution, then I should be okay. But I need to get there, and there's 10 days between now and then, at a minimum. Okay? Frustrating. Because I've not been in this situation all year, and now a unique combination of chargebacks and a little bit of a slow day kind of screwed me over. Now on top of all, so I talk about this on my pre-stream today, and I say, guys, please, by all means, if you can contribute, please do. It's not mandatory. Please do, right? If you can, please support the streams. Gee, isn't it a coincidence that today I get 2 fake tips? One is a complete impersonation of someone else from my streams, and another, actually, both were. If I'm taking a look here, yeah, one was 1 Minute Man, and one was Hygienic Streamer Tips, and I looked at both tips, and it wasn't those people. It was this person who's been giving me the fake tips all along, all right, was trying to fool me into thinking those were legitimate tips. So he sent these tips in the names of other people who regularly contribute, and it's not real, okay? So immediately, I say, I know this is bullshit, so I called it out on stream, and I blocked that person from re-contributing, okay? Isn't it funny that within an hour, my stream gets taken down off of Twitch for a false DMCA claim, right? Isn't it funny how that works, right? So that's exactly what it is. I have no evidence to prove this, because when you do an anonymous takedown on Twitch, you have no information of who you really are. I would almost guarantee you, all right, the person doing all these chargebacks, the person doing all the fake tips, and the person doing the false DMCAs are the same person. I almost guarantee. I mean, can't prove it, but who else would think that they're so immune to the law? Because every single one of those things is fake. Everything one of those things is illegal. A false tip, if you're using a stolen credit card, all right, to tip someone, that's illegal. That's fraud. You use a stolen credit card and made a false charge, that's fraud. And every single one of these false tips coming in, this person is racking up their crimes. Every false DMCA takedown is a fraud. It's misrepresentation. You're impersonating someone. It's illegal. This person is committing crime after crime after crime after crime against me. And it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, how is there nothing? And the thing is, there's nothing on the internet at all to protect against it. Zero. There are no protections on the internet to protect against fraud like this. This person, like, literally has been doing... Look at this. Are you shitting me? See what I mean? Look at this nonsense. $1,000 tip from someone claiming to be Straight Cash Homie. A $1,000 tip. First of all, Straight Cash Homie is a moderator of mine. Okay? Straight Cash Homie does not have $1,000 to throw at me like that. You know, I know that. I know the guy. So I look at this. What did I say? Right? So let me go. Here we go. Ready? It's funny. This happened live. I go to my PayPal account. I log in. Here we go. No, I'm not saying he's broke. I'm saying he doesn't have $1,000 to throw at me like that, like crazy. Like, you know what I mean? I know who he is. Oh, by the way, it's not even showing yet in my PayPal. I have to wait. I can't even do anything. It's not showing yet in the PayPal. I must have to wait a few minutes for it to actually clear and show up in here. But you see my point? Here's someone. I know this is not straight cash, homie. I know it. This is the same fucking guy committing fraud over and over and over. I will guarantee you that when this clears in my PayPal statement here, it'll say it's an anonymous payment through an anonymous checkout. Zero personal information attached to it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And this is, see, this guy's watching all my content. Whoever this is, this criminal, is watching all my content and is actively timing these things to fuck with me. You know? This is shit. This is shit, and I'm tired of it. You know, I just want to stream games and have fun. That's it. That's all I care about. I'm here to stream games and have a good time. And I gotta keep getting harassed by whoever the fuck this crazy guy is. You know, I don't know. I have no protections against it. Now, when we talked about this a few months ago, all right, we weighed options, and the options were: number one, stay on Twitch and just fight it out. If this keeps happening, okay, basically stay on Twitch and always do a counter claim. Sit around on YouTube waiting for the counter claim to process, and when it processes, go back to Twitch, keep streaming again. The other option was come to YouTube full time and stream on YouTube instead, because YouTube doesn't just blanket grant these claims. YouTube actually has a second step when you do a claim like this against someone's channel, where they ask you for more information and to verify your identity. Twitch apparently is not doing that. YouTube has that extra step. Okay? I know, and here's how I know that. Because guess what? Back in earlier this year, people were impersonating me and trying to get other people's content taken down in my name, which is bullshit. It's illegal. It's impersonation. You can't do it. And what would happen is I would get emails from YouTube stating, hey, we received your claim or your takedown request for a copyright issue, but we want more information to verify you are who you say you are. And I got probably a dozen of those early this year. And every time that I got one of those, I responded and said, this was not me. This is someone impersonating me. Cancel this claim immediately. And I probably did that for about a dozen of them during the summer. And then all of a sudden it stopped. It dried up and I never got any more of those. So I know that on YouTube, there's an extra step that's taken to verify someone's identity to prove you are who you're saying you are. They won't just take down your entire fucking channel for a false, frivolous claim like this. Okay? So the trade-off is that if I come to YouTube to stream full time, just take a look at the stream chat right now. It is a fucking mess. It's almost unmoddable. If I had 3, 4, 5 moderators here right now live modding and Nightbot, maybe it would be semi under control. But YouTube is seriously the land of just abuse of stream chat. People make these stupid accounts, okay, that have no information really that's real attached to them. They're burner accounts essentially, right? And oh, by the way, I was 100% correct. The $1,000 chip is unregistered, unverified, zero information, and I'm issuing a refund immediately so I don't have to deal with horse shit on the back end. I'm not stupid. I know this is not real. Go fuck yourself. Seriously, go fuck yourself. Right up your own ass. Okay, I issued the refund. All right? Stupid shit. So anyway, the thing is, I know if I were to come to YouTube, okay, and stream on YouTube, it would be a giant step down in the interactivity and fun that I can have with my active stream chatters. Right now, look at this. There's 1 million people chatting. 50% of them I don't recognize. They're people who just made burner YouTube accounts to come and troll. And if they get blocked, they just make another one. Not to say you can't do that with Twitch, but with Twitch, there's different things we can do to make it more manageable. This YouTube stream chat is not good and never has been. It's always been terrible, okay? And because of that, I know how bad it is, and I'm in a situation where, like, the only reason I would want to come and stream on YouTube full-time is if I just cannot do it on Twitch, you know? And that's the attitude that people were taking 2-3 months ago when this was happening was, we want you to try to stay on YouTube as long as on Twitch as long as possible, even if it means putting up with this and temporarily you'll have times when you can't stream. You know, we're willing to kind of put up with that as long as we can get the thing, reversed right away, which it seems like the DMCA department has been timely in reversing these false claims. Then that's what I should do. I should stay on Twitch. Now, the thing is, like I said, I've had 3 months now, roughly, with no issue, and now all of a sudden this happens again. What's to stop this from recurring over and over? If this guy is the same person doing all these crimes, it's obvious this person feels like they are above the law. They are above any kind of repercussions for what they're doing. I don't know of any protections that I could take against myself. I tried contacting Twitch about this, and Twitch blew me off. They said they refused to assign a partner manager to help me with any of this. They absolutely refused it. Okay? Whenever I put in a log about it, can you help me with this situation? They basically said, just file a counterclaim. That's all you can do. File counterclaims. That's it. So Twitch is not going to change or improve or help me with this. This is going to be an ongoing situation where I'm always at risk. I don't like that. I like knowing I can consistently come out every day on stream with you guys and stream for you and put out entertaining content. I don't like every day now being at risk that I may not be able to stream. I may not be able to make a living today because some guy is breaking the law over and over and over. Okay? So I don't know what to do. The other option was to go to another third-party streaming site that may take these things more seriously and may not just blanket ban. There was a couple we were talking about. I don't particularly remember which ones they were, but there were 2 of them we were talking about back in July because I was so pissed off about this happening so much on Twitch. I don't remember which one that they were. So I don't know. The hilarious part is, of course, the trolls in the stream chat get a real job because streaming has paid more than any job I had outside of streaming, right? Is more consistent than any other job I've had outside of streaming. All the other jobs that I've had had ups and downs, and I ended up either getting laid off because the company was downsizing or, bullshit. They basically, you're expendable. Streaming is the only time in my life I've had control over my own destiny. It's times like this with the false DMCA shit that really pisses me off. The thing is, I know, guys, that I'm going to still be here no matter what happens. Okay? No matter what happens, I will still be here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep streaming. This has been the most positive year I've had streaming ever. And I'm not going to let stupid little shit like this stop me from doing what I love and putting out fun streams for you guys every single day. I'm still going to be here. Whether it's on Twitch, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on a new site, I'm not going anywhere. All right? What this guy's doing, all he's doing is wasting time to be annoying. And I think this person has realized I'm not going anywhere. I'm not getting permanently taken down from anywhere. I don't violate any rules anywhere. All this guy can do is lie and break the law to get me temporarily taken down. That's it. Okay? So, that's the deal. Right now, I don't know what's going to happen. The last time that I did a DMCA counterclaim, it took about an hour for Twitch to process it. There is no guarantee that will happen this time. In fact, I can tell you, I sent the counterclaim at 1:01 p.m. It is currently now 1:58 p.m. Okay? 1:58. So, I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm hoping that this false claim will be reversed within the next few minutes, and then I would love to just jump right back over to Twitch and start up a Crash 4 again and have a fun Crash 4 stream. But there's no guarantee that's going to happen. It could take hours. That's the problem. I'm reliant on a business that has no human interaction. No one will talk to me about the issue. They're relying on these automated systems and departments to actually do stuff. And I'm at the whim of them, So I guess the question is, do I put up with it? Right? Do I put up with it? Do I say, okay, this gets reversed, go back to Twitch and just keep streaming there like nothing happened? What if this keeps happening constantly, right? What if it happens another time this week or another time this month? You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. All these trolls. See what I mean? Just look at how terrible this trolling is in the stream chat right now. You see? How could I do a fun interactive stream with you guys when more than half the people are coming in here just to troll and say nasty shit? It's fucking gross, all right? So what I should do, I should give shout outs because some people have been tipping to support me, and I want to give shout outs and answer their questions or whatever. So, first of all, Joe Goldblum tipped me $20 and said, life finds a way. Perseverance. Yeah, you know, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm not going to let this beat me. I'm not going to say, oh, God, you know, I'm going to keep streaming. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to stay on Twitch. I don't know. People seem to want me to stay on Twitch, but this is not showing any signs of stopping, right? So I don't know what to do, but thank you. I am going to persevere, Joe. Mark Fear tipped me $1.23. He says, what happened? I was about to give you a cheer on the webpage, and everything went down. I was going to say you're going to show us the next-gen consoles unboxing like you did with the Sega Genesis. Yes, when my PS5 shows up, which should be hopefully at launch. I don't know if it will be because Amazon did send out that email to everyone stating they're not guaranteeing that anyone who pre-ordered through Amazon is actually getting the PS5 on launch day. They don't want to over-promise and under-deliver. So they're saying, you know, you're going to get it, but we don't know when you're going to get it. Okay? So, even when the PS5 shows up, I will be doing an unboxing. Unboxing it, showing you what it looks like in the packaging, taking it out, actually showing you how big it is, how heavy it is, looking at the console itself, messing around. Do the sides actually come off like some people have said, or do they not? And you're not supposed to. I don't know. I'll mess with it. Hooking it up, setting it up for the first time. You know, you got to do your settings. You got to do resolution and everything, getting to work with my capture software, checking out the dashboard, walking through the initial dashboard and seeing how it looks and everything. Like, all that I'll be doing when I get my PS5, okay? And then, depending on when I actually get it, how much time we have, it will determine whether or not I actually play games that first session or not. Because I think it's going to take a lot of time to unbox, hook up, get it working with everything fully before I take the next step, which would be playing games on it. All right? So, yes, it's happening. When PS5 releases, I just can't guarantee you it's on release day because that's more on Amazon than anything else. Okay? All right, Silent Bob tipped me $37. Thank you very much, Silent Bob. That's the biggest tip of the day. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. And Silent Bob is a regular tipper, and I verified it is really him. So thank you very much for that. We're up to $93 in tips, which means it's Gunner Glasses time, by the way. So I can get the Gunner Glasses on here, okay? Then we got that fake $1,000 tip, which is complete bullshit, and I already refunded. So we're not even gonna, you know, worry about that. That's already been taken care of. And then I got a $1 tip from Snow Carl. Sorry to hear you got banned again. Who's doing this to you? Can't your Twitch manager block anonymous DMCA takedowns? No, first of all, I don't have a Twitch manager, and I was told even if I had one, they're not allowed to intervene in DMCA issues. That all goes through the DMCA department only. That's what I was told in July when I wrote logs to the Twitch help or whatever. And I said, what is going on? Is there anything that can be done? And basically they said, no, all you can do is file counterclaims. That's what they told me. So I'm just doing what I'm told as I'm able to. And I guess I need to put up with this bullshit. Like I said, my theory is that this person has been trying to do this for months and just it never stuck because the time frame of when you submit the claim versus me actually playing the game that they're claiming I'm playing, and then the Twitch's DMCA department actually getting that claim while I'm playing the game, it was hard to coincide that timing. And so maybe this guy just sent in a bunch of fake shit, and today it's stuck because he did it the right timing. I have no idea. Or it could just be this person has been harassing me with the fake tips, the chargebacks, and now realizing that's not working. Well, let's fuck with Phil again with DMCA. You know, whoever this is a grade A sociopath and really needs fucking mental help. And quite frankly, needs to be incarcerated for the crimes that they're committing. But I have no power over that because it's all anonymous over the internet. It's the future of the world is being anonymous, an anonymous pussy on the internet who basically fucks with people's livelihood, right? All right. Jack I Thug to me $1.30 said, "Can you stop the trolls? They're ruining my experience." There's not much I could do about stream chat on YouTube. You know, there's nothing I can do about it. I have one mod now. King Gokin is there. I asked my other mods to show up, but I don't know if they're around today. We obviously didn't think this was going to happen. I didn't know if they were going to be available to moderate Twitch or not. And in addition to that, you know, Nightbot is in effect. Nightbot is at least trying to do some work here. Okay. Kathy tipped me $4.20 and said, "This is for the groceries. Thanks for the entertainment." Well, thank you, Kathy. So now we're actually up to $98 in tips. Now, I just received a significantly large tip. Okay? Before I even confirm anything about it, I want to see if it's real. Okay? It actually is legit. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I received a $50 tip from Sheep Puns. That is the biggest tip of the day. And Sheep Puns says, "Stay strong, Phil. Thrive, keep them squirming. Fuck all the haters." Thank you very much, Sheep Puns. I appreciate that. Especially because I don't know if I'm even going to be able to stream over on Twitch today. You know, if they drag their feet, then I can't stream it all over there today, right? All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We just hit the vest goal. But the problem is I can't do a poll to determine what vest to wear because I'm banned from Twitch because of a false DMCA claim. So I'm just going to choose a vest. And I'm going to be honest with you. Right now, it's incredibly hot in my office. It is beating sun on the front wall of my office right now. All right? I got my blinds down to try to help with that. But it's so hot in here, I've either got to wear the gray or the camo vest because those are the two light ones. So I will pose the question openly to the stream chat right now. All right? Would you like to see gray or camo? Which two would you like? Which of those two, which would you like to see on stream today? Gray or camo? And I'm just going to take a look at stream chat and see what people are saying. And based on that, I'll choose which vest I'm going to wear. Okay? Everyone's spamming platinum. Okay, 1 vote for gray. 2 votes for camo. Another vote for gray. Camo, camo. Gray. Gray, gray. Gray, camo. Actually, more people are voting for gray. I'm shocked. Usually it's camo, but more people right now are actually voting for gray than camo. All right, we're going to go with gray vest today. Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for that. Okay, gray vest it is, folks. All right. So, see, here's what people don't realize, too, about when this happens, okay? You might say, "Oh, Phil, what are you losing an hour, 2 hours of gameplay? It's not a big deal." No, you got to understand something, all right? When I'm streaming on Twitch, that's consistency. People know they can depend on me to be putting out content every day. A lot of people watch my streams like clockwork on a daily basis. Or they watch my videos on YouTube when they go live later in the day. And there's people who watch on YouTube, and if there's no videos today, they go elsewhere. They might go to another YouTuber. They might just say, "Oh, well, what am I going to do today? There's no videos to watch." A lot of people who watch on YouTube have actually been coming by the streams recently and supporting via cheering, subbing, and tipping and saying, "Thank you for the YouTube videos. We cannot be on the live streams frequently, but, you know, I'd like to support, so I come by and I'll support you in a way when I can." And I appreciate that so much because that means that's someone who actively took time to leave my DSPGaming YouTube channel and come to a stream to contribute. You know, that's something that means a lot. So now when I can't stream, not only am I not able to put on, you know, entertainment for a live audience, I'm also not able to put on entertainment for people on YouTube who want to watch those videos on a daily basis. And that's 2 different forms of income then. Not 1, but 2 different forms of income. that's taken from me, you know? And if I have constant interruptions in my schedule, the problem could be that people don't think I'm consistent anymore, you know? And that's bad. That's bad. I want people to know that I want to be here consistently for all of you guys, okay? Okay. Snow Carl tipped me $1, says, it's me again, have you considered my unban? Well, Snow Carl, I'll be very honest with you. You really pissed me off earlier this year with your way you behaved on the streams repeatedly over and over. And even though you apologized, I honestly didn't believe that your apologies were wholehearted. I'm just being honest, you know. There's some people who I feel over time, they can learn from their mistakes, and they can learn to be a better person, and they can come back and be a stream participant again. But you always, you know, you always had to twist that knife, and you got unbanned a million times, and every time you never learned your lesson. You know what I mean? Every effing time you never learned your lesson. It was like you couldn't resist doing that behavior that you knew was insulting and not allowed on the stream. You just couldn't help yourself. And I'm at the point with people like you, all right, because it's you and there are several others in the same situation as you, that I feel like I'm enabling you by letting you back into the streams to do that kind of behavior. That toxic, hurtful, negative behavior that you being in the stream now, oh my God, I can't control myself. I got to do it again, you see? And it may not be today, and it may not be tomorrow, and it may not be in a week, but I almost feel like it's inevitable, right? That you're going to be doing stuff that's going to be negative. In addition to that, I already know that you're in other detractor chats constantly because people tell me about it all the time. I don't actively seek that information. I don't actively seek that information whatsoever, but people snitch. I'll just get anonymous email. Here's evidence that Snow Carl is still talking shit about you in a detractor chat. There it is. I'm not looking for it, but that's what I keep telling people. You gotta understand that everything you do on the internet is public. Everything. You may think you're safe hiding in your little hidey holes of other chats and a Twitter feed over here. You may not think that I'm gonna look at. People find that stuff and end up just sending it to me. I don't even ask for it. I don't care. But then they send it to me. You know? So, I'm sorry, Snow Carl, but the only way I could ever believe that you actually are going to reform yourself is if you completely shut yourself off from any kind of activity that's like basically making fun of me, tearing myself and my family members a new one, constant annoying insults and criticism. You'd have to completely stay away from that for an extended period of time. I'd have to not hear from anyone that you're in detractor chats and shit for an extended period of time. And then you'd have to come to me and say, I've really reformed. I've made my case now. Please let me back. And then I would consider it. But you have done none of those. So you're not coming back. Dark Viking 159 tipped me $150. Thank you, Dark Viking. Let me get him right up on the leaderboard, and then I'll read you his message here. That is really, really appreciated right now. Dark Viking 159. That jumps us up to $299 in tips on this stream. Thank you very much, Dark Viking, for the support, man. I appreciate that. Okay. So Dark Viking says, I hope this helps out from all those shit chargebacks you got. It's really fucked up how people can be so low. Lots of love and support. Thank you, Dark Viking. Really, thank you. That is going to help because, like I said, just this morning when I woke up, I had over $100 in chargebacks. So that's great, and I appreciate that. It sucks now that I'm sitting here and unable to play games and do what I love because of some scumbag. But I do appreciate your support very, very, very much. And by the way, I did check it, and yes, it is legit. It is a legit tip from someone who's a supporter. Oh, man. It's just so dumb. Adam Kovic and Ryan Haywood, are those the guys from Rooster Teeth? Because someone actually just tweeted me and said, even being banned from Twitch like this, my day's still going better than theirs. I don't even know who they are. I guess someone last night had brought up the fact that I made a tweet last year about how if you've never done anything as stupid as I did 4.5 years ago with my accident, that you should quit being a content creator because people are going to find out about it and I'll still be here and you won't be. And apparently that my tweet got retweeted again like 100 times because something happened with somebody else. And I guess my tweet still applies, but I don't actually know the whole situation about what happened because I don't follow any of that. So, like, I guess one of the guys at least is from Rooster Teeth, and I have never seen a single piece of content from Rooster Teeth, so I don't know anything about it. All right, here we go with these fucking trolls. See what I mean? Like, see how many troll messages there are, dude? It's out of control. Like, it pretty much is straight up unmanageable. You know, it is. It's straight up unmanageable. YouTube chat sucks. This is stupid. All right, what do you guys want to talk about? We could talk about anything because I have nothing but time. I was supposed to be here till 4 p.m. streaming Crash 4. And until the DMCA counterclaim gets processed, which it hasn't yet, it's now been an hour and 15 minutes, still hasn't been processed, I got nothing but time. So you guys want to ask questions, you want to have some discussions about topics or whatever, except politics. I'm not going to get into politics. It's too fucking controversial and people get too angry about it. But let's talk. What do you guys want to chat about? I cannot spin in my chair anymore. If I spin, I will knock over all the Halloween decorations behind me. There's no spinning in the chair. I already told you guys that I'm not doing it anymore. Plus, I'm just getting over an ear infection. Spinning in a chair and fucking my equilibrium up is probably not a great idea. Okay? What are my thoughts on console games still not reaching 60 frames per second? You know, what do you think? Every console generation, we get promised the world, and no one delivers on it. No one. It's usually the very end of a console gen when you end up getting games that are close to being what was promised at the beginning of the console generation. Right now I'm playing Crash Bandicoot 4. The game runs at a pretty solid 60 frames. There's a few times when it dips. Mostly a solid 60 frames per second at 1080p. Okay? This is the end of the generation, and we're finally getting to that. You know? Why on earth didn't we have that at the beginning of the console generation? I don't get it. I fully expect with this new slew of consoles coming out that the games will run at 4K and will be choppy. I mean that. The frame rate will be choppy. Or they won't run at 4K. They'll be like 1440 or even 1080. I'm serious. You're not going to see a 4K game running at 60 frames anytime soon. These game developers can't do it. They can't do it. And that's why, oh, we got the best console hardware. I don't care what's in your console. They couldn't utilize the hardware last console generation. What makes you think that now they're going to magically be able to harness the console hardware this console generation? You know? Spurglemeister tipped me $5, said, random question. When was the last time you played games off of Steam or just for fun? Like actual, like full-fledged games? There were a few games that I was doing playthroughs of that I grinded off camera, and that was fun. What comes to mind? My original run in Bloodborne, my original run in Demon's Souls. I did off-camera grinding. So I remember that. Okay. Full-fledged games that I wasn't even streaming or doing playthroughs of, and I did off-camera. Probably the last time that I did that was Nintendo 3DS games. Before I was able to capture or stream from my 3DS, I played the Dragon Quest games. Dragon Quest, what was it, like 6, 7, and 8 or something like that? Whatever ones were on the DS and the 3DS, whatever ones they were, I played those off stream, you know, as a thing aside. I used to play them like at night. But outside of that, the only other games that I would have played off camera would have been Street Fighter. Back in Street Fighter 4 days, when my friends would come over and we would do Street Fighter sessions or whatever. Obviously, we would play a lot of Street Fighter, and not every match or stream would be recorded or streamed. It would just be, you know, casual play of Street Fighter. So, not a lot whatsoever. Okay. All right. B-Boy Cyclone took me $10, and he said, "Phil, don't let the haters get to you. Be safe, brother." Thank you very much, B-Boy Cyclone. I appreciate that. It sucks that this happened. It sucks that I'm now sitting here not streaming and enjoying a game that I very much am enjoying. I hope this is the only time it happens. You know, let's hope the DMCA department sees this as a false claim, reverses it, and now if some idiot tries to do it again, they don't just blanket grant it. But what's to stop them? I don't know what to do. Keep it up, Phil. Tipped me $5. Said, Phil, fierce to Phil, keep up the content. Thank you very much for a $5 tip. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to stream Fire Emblem tonight. Will they reverse this strike on my account before Fire Emblem, right? I don't know. Well, nothing. Nope, nothing from Twitch yet, guys, that I can see. I'll just double check. Nope. They still haven't processed it. I just double checked. When will I be putting up a green screen? Well, Billy, I've been talking about this on my streams recently. I have a series of things I want to do, all right, before I get to something like that. First of all, I want to get the PS5 and the headphones and all the games that I want to play on it and be able to afford all that by the end of the year. That's priority number 1. Priority 2 would be maybe getting an Xbox Series X. Now, the thing is, I don't know when that's going to be viable. I didn't get in on pre-ordering it. So when will stores actually have more Xbox Series X's to buy, right? Will it even be by the end of this year? Maybe not. And if that's the case, that maybe won't be one of the things that I'm worried about right away. But that is kind of my second priority, to get the Xbox Series X. Now, once we get past those two things, the next step would be a new chair. Because this chair, I'll be honest with you guys, is not great. I can already tell you I've been sitting in the chair for almost a month now, right? Since I got rid of the love seat. And this chair's quality is already degrading. The pad, you know, the cushion I'm sitting on is already losing its firmness. The chair squeaks. When I turn it, it creaks and squeaks. And that's not good. This chair is 11 years old. Now, I barely ever used it in those 11 years, but it doesn't mean that it's not disintegrating over time. This chair is cheap. This was a chair that was bought from a discount furniture store in Connecticut, 11 years ago. So it's not a good durable chair. I want to get a chair that long-term is going to be comfortable for this setup so that when I stream, I feel comfortable. And it's not like, oh God, I'm straining my back or whatever. I want it to be a situation where I'm comfortable playing games, especially if I start playing ultra hard games and stuff. Not having a comfortable setup can actually really significantly hinder you, okay? So that would be after PS5 and all the games for the rest of this year and the possibility of Xbox Series X. The chair is the number 1 priority for an upgrade, all right? Now, I already explained this on my streams, but I'll reiterate. When it comes to the green screen, all right, I want to basically do that at a time when I'm also updating other stuff. So if I'm going to use a green screen, I'm going to change the chair at the same time. See what I mean? Like, start fresh with a setup that everything is being refreshed. Now, for the rest of this year, I don't think I want to fuck with that. I don't want to start messing with the green screen now, and now it's not working right. You know, things in the background aren't looking good because the lighting isn't right. I want to do it at a time when basically there's not nonstop new releases that I'm covering. So maybe I'm playing a game that's a downtime game. It doesn't matter if my background looks like shit as I'm learning how to use a green screen or whatever. So what I would say is the earliest that I would do this green screen would probably be January. Once we're through all the hardcore gaming season, all those games from November and a little few in December, and we're through the holidays and everything, maybe early next year, I'll say, okay, let's now get a new chair. Let's get a green screen. Let's change the setup. Let's start working on this, okay? But in addition, when I get a green screen, I also want to get a new webcam of some sort. This webcam now also is almost 11 years old. If I remember correctly, I started with an El Cheapo webcam, and I upgraded to this webcam, I want to say, probably around 2011, okay? Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this webcam's about 9 years old. It's outdated, it's blurry. I'm sure I could get a webcam now that has a much bigger lens that would be clearer quality. So people have even said to me, instead of just getting a webcam, okay, I should get a camera that can be hooked to your PC and you can live stream a video feed from the camera into your capture device on your PC. So essentially, I'd be having 2 different captures going. One capture video going from this camera that serves as my webcam and one capture going from the game. 2 different video feeds. Because right now it's what I'm doing when I play games, but this video feed is very minute. It's small because it's a crappy quality webcam, right? So that's a possibility. But also, you got to think of something. Oh, shit. Well, if you're going to upgrade your webcam and have a stronger video feed going, is your PC going to be able to handle it? And I can't answer that. I wouldn't know till I tried. I would hope it could. But maybe I go to do it, and now the computer can't handle it, so now I need a better computer. You know what I mean? Like, this is all just like a kind of like a dominoing thing. What I would say is 2021, as long as things are going well still with the streams and there's no crazy misfortune or flipping of stuff out of nowhere that I'm not expecting, okay, 2021, I'm going to get a new chair, green screen, and kind of a new camera all at once. I would probably say, let's do a little bit of spending to upgrade the business. Let's upgrade these things all at once, so that way it's a new thing to the streams and there's a change that's all implemented at once, okay? And I'd probably do it at a time, like I said, when there's no major games coming out, so it's not like, oh god, this playthrough's now ruined because you can't figure out the webcam or whatever. It'll probably be more during a downtime playthrough or whatever. Alright? And then, we'll see how next year goes. If I can get a new PC, great. I would love to. But we don't know how next year's going to go, right? Like I said, my life is a series of ups and downs. So you never know what's going to happen. Right? Okay. I hope that answers your question. I'm just going to ignore all incredibly stupid messages. Like, Phil, you just made $300 on stream. Why can't you afford anything? Because as I told you, I'm already in the hole with chargebacks. This money that I'm raising today is to pay for things tomorrow. Like grocery shopping, going to the dump, food when we're out, buying new pillows so I don't get an ear infection again. That's where these funds are supposed to be going. I already explained this before, but you're a complete fucking mouth-drooling moron, and you want to try to be a dick, so fuck off. Yoshino Lovers asked, am I going to play the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remaster? I talked about that very briefly on pre-stream, and I said, no. That remaster is probably the worst timed remaster in history. The Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remaster is coming out on November 13th. That is only 3 days after the launch of the Xbox Series S and X, 1 day after the launch of the PS5, and in the midst of insane high-profile new releases including Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Yakuza 7, Cyberpunk 2077, among others like Call of Duty. Of all those games, how many people do you think are going to be say that a remake of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit is the game that's garnering the most of my interest, right? Like, that's a game that you need to have released when there's nothing else going on, and it's good filler content, people will buy it and play. You can't release that amongst all these other high-profile releases and new consoles. Like, are you fucking stupid? And the answer is, yes, they're stupid. That's the honest answer. They are dumb as shit if they think that game's going to sell. It's not. That is going to be a humongous flop. So, I am definitely not going to be playing that game. I'm going to have so many other games I'm going to want to play in that time frame that's the last game on my mind. I'm probably not playing it. Now, if I play it much, much later, alright, much, much later, when there's downtime, when I've beaten all the new releases at that time and I want to check it out, then maybe I would. But there is zero chance that I'll be checking that out at launch. Hell no. How many sessions of Black Ops Cold War before I uninstall it? 3? Depends on the game. If the game is fun and good and I want to keep playing it, you know what I mean? But the truth is, you know, when I played the alpha, I actually liked it way more than Modern Warfare, and I actually liked it more than Black Ops 4. I thought the alpha was quite fun. So, hopefully, the actual beta and then the final game will hold up to how the alpha felt. You alright? It did feel good to me, the multiplayer. Am I right? I'm shaking. No, I've restless leg syndrome where sometimes I'll just shake my legs endlessly. There's nothing I can do about it. I've had it my whole life. I feel uncomfortable when I'm not moving because of my back injury. I had that severely herniated disc years and years ago. And even today, just to sit still doesn't feel right. I have to like constantly be moving for some reason. Okay. Why can't I use a gaming chair? Well, first of all, if you mean the chair I have over there in front of the computer, because it's broken. That gaming chair is a piece of shit. Within about 6 months of owning it, the pump that pumps it up and lifts it up broke. So now it constantly deflates. You'll sit on it, and then all of a sudden you'll be doing something that goes, and you suck down to the ground. Then you have to pump it up. It lasts 5 minutes, and then it sucks down to the ground again. It's a terrible piece of garbage, and I'm glad I didn't pay anything for it. Now, why don't I get another gaming chair? Because they're all garbage. Gaming chairs are over-marketed junk. They sell for $200, $300, $400, sometimes $500, and the chair itself, the quality, is nowhere near as good as a high-end office chair. A high-end office chair that is like hundreds of dollars cheaper will always be better than a gaming chair. The reason that the gaming chairs are expensive is because of the promotions that tie in with them. For example, you may notice that very popular streamers always talk about gaming chairs and tie-ins with their, oh, buy my chair, here's my affiliate link, it helps me out. That's what these chair companies are doing. They're manufacturing chairs that are average quality, all right, charging exorbitant prices for them as if they're like deluxe ultimate comfort chairs, which they're not, and they're only making that kind of money because of a sponsorship with a popular streamer or content creator. They expect that you're buying the chair not because of the chair, but because you want to help out that content creator. So you buy the chair they're using, or you buy the chair to help them out, right? I would much rather find a very comfortable office chair, right? That's not going to break. That's not going to have issues with me sweating when I sit in it because it's maybe like leather or something. You know what I mean? Like, I got to find something that's a good combination of comfort and utility. It has adjustments. It has support for my back and stuff like that. I need to find all of that. And that's what I would get for the office. I would not get a gamer chair. Those things are incredibly overpriced and not very good. Low-key Shade says, a high-end office chair could be up to $1,000. And by the way, I'm not going to be paying $1,000. Golden Tones to me $1.30 says, why don't you add in a parentheses beside total tips, a perceived fake tip amount, so people can get an idea of how much you might be behind by? Well, because I just don't count it. Because instead of counting it stupidly, I just don't count it because I know it's fake. And then I refund it. It would be way too complicated, I feel, to have people coming to my streams and they say, oh, look, there's a tips goal. $1,700. Oh, but in parentheses, $1,650 of that was a fake tip. Like, they're not going to know what that means. You know? Just keep it simple. So, PlayStation Guy for you says, what future PS5 title am I looking forward to? I mean, obviously, most anticipated is Demon's Souls. Replaying that game, more modernized, is awesome. Better graphics and better controls, I mean, would mean the world for that game. Even though that game will still be incredibly challenging, because if you remember, there's no bonfires in Demon's Souls. You have to beat an entire stage from start to finish with no checkpoints. It's fucking tough. It is tough as shit to play Demon's Souls. It's going to be interesting. I definitely want to see it, you know, play it and see it perform well and not be choppy or whatever. But I would say also, Bug Snacks, even though that's not a PS5 exclusive, just because it was the weirdest game they presented this year, and it just looks so odd, I can't imagine what the game's going to actually be when it releases. Those are probably the two I'm most hyped for. I mean, I'm interested in Spider-Man Miles Morales, but I really do feel it's just going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same exact Marvel Spider-Man, except Miles will have a few different combat abilities, but I get the feeling it's going to be the same game with just a different story, you know? So I'm not super hyped and excited for that like some people seem to be. Yeah, outside of that, you know, there's really no major PS5. The launch titles for PS5 are as follows: Demon's Souls, Godfall, Astro's Playroom, which comes bundled with the console, the Sackboy platforming game, and this game, Destruction All-Stars. Like, I don't think I'm getting that. Seriously, even though normally I would get every game that's a launch title for a new console, Destruction All-Stars doesn't sound interesting to me at all. It's like, wasn't it supposed to be like your character going around and, like, you know, driving a car or whatever, and it's like kind of like Rocket League, but not, because it's got other elements where I guess you fire guns and stuff. I don't know what it is. It doesn't look good to me at all. Seriously, it looks pretty bad. It just doesn't look good. So I may skip it. Or if you guys absolutely demand it that I cover it at launch because you want to see all the major Sony exclusive games at launch, then maybe I would get it. I guess we'll see what happens. Okay? But it certainly doesn't seem super interesting to me. But, you know, out of the launch titles, I'd say, Demon's Souls is the one the most I'm interested in. And of course, I'm going to play Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War on PS5. Now, I don't know if that's going to be an actual upgrade from the PS4 version or if they're going to do like Cyberpunk's doing and say, it's the same exact game. But I'm going to be playing that on PS5 as well. Okay? Eleanor tipped me $5 and said, keep your head up. I've been a fan of yours since 2008. You're awesome. Stay safe. Thank you, Eleanor, for the $5 tip. I appreciate that very much. All right, guys. So far, it doesn't look like the counterclaim has gone through. I'm trying to confirm right now. I'll double check again. This sucks. I'm literally at the whim of a legal team processing a counterclaim. Nope. The counterclaim still has not gone through. So they're taking longer now than they did last time. If you remember, last time it was about 45 minutes to an hour. We're now at an hour and 30 minutes, and they still have not processed the counterclaim. So we're stuck right now. I really want to play Crash 4, and I can't. Yes, Smitty Smith, I read the notice on stream right here. The takedown was for false DMCA. People impersonating Activision, claiming I was playing the Crash 4 beta, which I wasn't even playing. I was playing the full retail version of the game, so the claim isn't even valid because it's not even the same fucking game. But again, Twitch's automated system is so fucking stupid, it doesn't even know the difference and still get granted the claim. It's so dumb. It is a holiday. It might be a day or two. Today's not a holiday. Today's not a holiday. So I don't even know what you're talking about. How do you become a mod if you're interested? You can email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com. Be sure to tell me your information from Twitch so see if I can recognize you. Let me know, about yourself. Let me know if you've ever moderated for anyone before. Let me know the streams you feel you would be, able to attend. I need all the deets. And then based on that, I usually review. Typically, I'm fine with mods right now. Like, usually, we've been fine with moderation recently over on Twitch. It's just, today's the exception because I'm not streaming on Twitch. I'm streaming on fucking YouTube because of this bullshit on Twitch. But normally, we're okay on Twitch and don't really need any more mods. If they don't respond for 3 to 4 days, what will I do? They will respond because guess what? This temporary ban is for 48 hours. It's a temporary ban against the account. All right? So in 48 hours from when this hit, which was 12:46 p.m. today, the account will be unsuspended anyway, even if they never respond. Now, if I don't hear from them by tonight, I'm sending another DMCA counterclaim and saying, why aren't you responding? Because I need them to get eyes on this right away. I don't want it sitting in a spam folder or something, So, hopefully they'll do it quickly. If not, the longest it could be is until Wednesday. The problem is, what if this keeps continuously happening over and over? That's the real issue. Okay? Excuse me. I appreciate that, Ulfric. Ulfric says, I'm not really a fan of Phil, but these haters go too far by attacking his livelihood and messing with his personal stuff. I mean, it's fucked up. What, you don't like me, make fun of me. Restream my content, make stupid this is how you don't play videos, Slander me on the internet, which they do and I don't agree with, but I can't stop them. But don't shut down my fucking streams. This guy's crazy. I'm telling you, this guy's fucking nuts. This is not someone who is a detractor who restreams my content and makes fun of me. This is not someone who watches detractor content, because those people want me to be able to keep streaming, right? It's a truly messed up individual in their head. They have something that's wrong, that they think that doing this is funny, or they think that this is meaningful. It's not. It's not. It's just fucked up. It's a blatant abuse of a legal system. That's correct. I am streaming right now. What's the point? Henrik, no, that's not how it works. He says, do you think because I had DMCA issues earlier this year that now Twitch is less likely to unban me? No, because they've all been overturned. Every single one of those false DMCA claims, I did a counterclaim, and no one ever proceeded to go further and say, oh, I'm going to take Phil to court then for it, because they were all fake. If someone had taken me to court for it, and those claims had stood, yes, then I would definitely say, damn, Twitch is like, damn, this guy's a repeat offender. Look, he's constantly breaking the law. We don't want him on a site. But this is all false shit. That's how the legal system works. There's a claim process. There's a counter-claim process. And unless the person who did the claim then takes it to step 3, which would be to actually sue me, then there's no harm, no foul. All strikes are removed and everything is set back to 0. That's how it works. PlayStation Guy for You says, I heard that PS5 will not be loud and sound like a jet engine like the PS4. I've also heard the Xbox Series X is exactly the same. That both units, they basically engineered them to be nearly silent, which I'm okay with. The thing is, I don't hear my console. My consoles, all right, they sit on the other side of the room in the entertainment center there. When I'm playing, it's rare that I don't have a fan on or another thing that makes environmental noise in my office anyway. So I'm never just sitting in total silence when I'm streaming and able to hear the noise my consoles are making. Like, never. I never hear the sound the consoles are making. I've never once have heard my PS5 be loud this entire console generation. So I kind of don't feel the problems that you guys feel, because maybe you're in a smaller, quiet room and you turn it on and it sounds loud. I've never heard it. Seriously. Hello again, okay. To me, $3.45. It said PB and J to the chat. All right, thank you for the tip. I appreciate that. And I guess everyone in the chat gets PB and J sandwiches. There you go. Congratulations, everybody. What do I think of the size of the PS5? I really, at this point, I'm going to reserve judgment until we get more information. Like, when right now, all you're seeing is a few random videos and people holding it. I want to see it in regards to when I'm holding it and actually putting it into my entertainment center. I'm going to put my PS5 on the bottom level there, flat, on its stand. So it should be fine. It's not going to have any issues with ventilation. It's not going to have any issues with spacing. I have a lot of room at the bottom of my entertainment center. What I'm going to do is get rid of the 360. I don't need the Xbox 360 anymore, because all Xbox 360 games can now be emulated on Xbox One. So there's absolutely no reason to worry about spacing, because I'm going to have a ton of space at the bottom there. The other thing I'm probably going to get rid of, honestly, I can get rid of the Wii and the Wii U. I rarely use them. So what I'll likely do is move my consoles around, maybe put my PS4 and my Xbox One on the top shelf, move my Switch and, well, no, not the Switch, but move my PS3 to the middle shelf. And then the bottom shelf would be reserved for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, because there's room for that on the bottom shelf. But I don't really want to comment on the size of a console that I don't have. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have it. I haven't seen it. I don't know much about it. Because of that, all I've seen is these size comparison pictures that don't mean a damn thing. Quite frankly, they don't mean a thing until you actually see it in perspective of your own setup or your own stuff. So I'll let you know when I live unbox the PS5 and I'm setting it up. I'll let you know what I feel. But for now, oh my god, stupid thing. There we go. For now, I have no thoughts on it, because it's too hard to try to figure out looking at other people's content, Especially these people, they feel the need, they actually feel the need to, like, they feel the need to do, like, a video where, oh, the entire background is white. Who the fuck is in a room that's bright fucking white? It's obviously they're filming in, like, a studio or something, and it doesn't help because it makes everything look like it's fake or it's floating in a virtual world, and you can't put it into perspective of things in the environment, how big the console actually is. If they would just show the console in a normal room with actual household objects around it, then maybe you actually have a scale comparison. But instead, here's my PS5 sitting on my computer table, sitting in a complete white background with nothing visible. Well, that really helps, doesn't it? Not really. Okay. Blanca Balls tipped me $2. So what a bunch of crap. This happened again. Hope it's resolved fast this time. Even though you do not enjoy Street Fighter V, I did enjoy watching you play it again. All right, thank you, Blanca Balls. I appreciate the $2 tip. Yeah, it sucks. And I don't, I hadn't had this happen to me, a false DMCA takedown, in almost 3 months. I believe it was mid-July when I was playing Destroy All Humans was the last time that it happened. So, by the way, I was not thinking that I was safe from it at all. Honestly, I did not. I thought at any moment it could happen again. But I thought maybe this person had moved on to other things, better things with their life than wasting their fucking time on me. Maybe they had actually gotten a life and were too occupied with a real life to fuck with me. But I guess not. I guess not. I guess the person really is the biggest loser on the planet, that they would come back and do it again. Pretty fucking stupid, huh? The fuck? The page isn't loading now. I'm trying to verify this tip, but it's not loading. Still not showing up, yeah. I'm waiting because someone tipped me $20, but I want to make sure it's real, but I can't get it to load right now. So I got to wait for my PayPal account to update. See, here's the thing. Someone says, is it the same guy? I don't know. I have zero contact with this guy. I never have had contact with this guy. This guy's fucking nuts. Whoever he is, apparently he doesn't like me, but literally I don't know anything about the person. I don't know who they are. I don't know what their agenda is. I don't care. The truth is, I don't care. I just want to fucking get back and start streaming again. I don't give two fucks about why they're doing it, because I can't stop them from doing it, apparently. There's no defense against it. I just want to be myself and have a fucking fun life streaming. That's the whole point, is I just want to have a good time streaming here. And I can't with these assholes doing this to me constantly, But I don't know anything about who this is. Is it the same guy? Is it not? Is it someone else who's basically trying to do it, and they found out this guy could get away with it, and so they're trying to figure out what he did to make it stay? I don't know. It's all conjecture at this point, and conjecture is basically a waste of time, No, it looks like this $20 tip is fake. Let's double check. Yup. So this guy's doing it again. It's the same fucking guy. This guy just tried to tip $20 under the name Tamed Artichoke, and it's a fake fucking tip. Can you believe this guy's still doing it? He's still doing it. He's not giving up. This is unreal at this point. So I'm going to ban them from being able to contribute here. And then I'm going to refund the tip. Can you believe this shit? Again, it's the same person. The same fucking person. The thing is that every time that I do this and I block them from contributing, they either have to make like an entirely new account or go under an entirely new IP address to do another fake tip. So every time I do this, they have to do actual work, probably like 10 to 15 minutes of work or more, to be able to do another fake tip. So just think about that. This person's literally just sitting here watching the stream. Look what I did today. Oh, I know. I'll send him another fake tip. Oh, shit. He found it and he banned me. Oh, I'm going to spend 15 more minutes over here making another IP address account and do it again. You see, it's so fucked up. It's just so fucked up. This guy is nuts. Alright guys, well, it's now 2:48 p.m. I've now been streaming here for an hour and 17 minutes. We're still waiting. We're still continuing on and waiting to see if YouTube if Twitch is going to process my counter DMCA claim, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to still hang out with you guys. We'll talk. We'll do some Q&A now. And hopefully it'll get reversed. If it gets reversed during this stream, great. I'll try to switch over and play some more Crash. If not, my break is usually at 4 p.m., which is when I have dinner. So I'll go have dinner. If it gets reversed during my break, great. I'll come back later tonight and I'll play Fire Emblem, which was supposed to be the late stream. If it doesn't get reversed, I can't play Fire Emblem. I'll come on stream again later tonight. I guess we'll just hang out some more. Now, like I said, at the very latest, if they don't process my DMCA claim at all, which is basically illegal, they have to. They're supposed to legally do it. It's 48 hours for this ban to be lifted. So that would be a little after noon. I think it was like 12:45 or something like that on Wednesday. So obviously I'll start streaming then. But I'll just start sending them more notices. I'll be like, you have ignored my first notice. You must process this immediately because it's false until they respond and they process it. Okay, I'm going to try to do my best. I don't want to go crazy and harass the fuck out of them and send them 5 notices now because that's probably just going to be counterproductive. I'm going to give them some time. Right now it's been an hour and 49 minutes and they have not processed my counterclaim yet. But let's see what happens and hopefully they get it done by tonight so I can stream Fire Emblem. Okay? It is illegal. It absolutely is because this is a legal process set out by the courts that if someone files a DMCA takedown, you have to take it down. But if someone files a counterclaim, you just as quickly have to process the counterclaim. It's true. It's illegal. It's a legal process. If they don't do it, if they ignore my counter DMCA, they're actually breaking the law. Upscale Man tipped $1. And he says, Phil, I love you. Keep up the positive vibes, man. Try to not let all this shit bother you. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying to just hang out with you guys and have a good time today and not let it get to me. I'm doing my best here. I mean, I'll be honest. This is kind of throwing a monkey wrench into Ask the King now. Because this stream essentially is becoming Ask the King. And now I'm wondering if maybe we should do... Well, let's see what happens. But if this ends up basically being a dead stream, then maybe I have to cancel Ask the King. You know? Again, which is fucked up. Delay it again. Unbelievable. Alright, guys. So, anyone else got anything to talk about? Any questions? How do I manage all afternoon and night if I eat dinner at 4 p.m. It's so early? As I told you guys, I have something at night. After my late stream, I usually have like a sandwich and some crackers or something like that. I eat something at night that's basically a lunch. My day is a weird order. In the morning, I wake up and I usually have a coffee and a granola bar or something like that for breakfast. Then at dinner is at 4 p.m. And then at night, I have like a lunch. That's my weird schedule. Blanca Balls to me $2. I'll say it again. Twitch should watch your streams, investigate these loopholes by the way that people are trolling you, and use that knowledge to improve the Twitch streaming experience. By way of reward, you should receive a protective status with Twitch. Yeah, in an ideal world, Blanca Balls, that would happen. Sadly, Twitch just really doesn't care too much about anything these days. If you didn't hear, I talked about this on the stream the other day. So Twitch, in the last few years, actually started doing something which is really nice. They had a liaison that they hired. And this person was a liaison for handicapped people. People who wanted to not only use Twitch, like to watch people's streams, but also streamers themselves, handicapped people who have a physical disability who wanted to stream on Twitch. And this was their go-to person to talk to about issues of anything in that community, the disabled community, or the accessibility. They call it the accessibility community. Okay? And this guy apparently was a tremendous help to these people. All right? And guess what happened? They, in the last week, I think it was about a week ago, fired him. Okay? Now, it's unclear the circumstances of the guy's firing. He says he feels that he was too strong of a proponent for accessibility, and people within the company basically got pissed at him for constantly breathing down their neck about accessibility, and they fired him because of it. Is that true? Or could it be something else that happened behind the scenes? We'll never know the truth. But the entire accessibility community now has no one to talk to at Twitch about any issues. They have no direct point of contact. They're relying on this stupid log system to assign a log, and hopefully some person is going to help them. I can tell you right now, they are not going to get any help from a log system when it comes to accessibility issues. If the log system 3 times told me file a counterclaim to the false DMCA stuff that happened to me months ago, and I 3 times responded to them and say, I can't file a counterclaim because you never sent me an initial notice, okay? 3 times I sent them a log, and they just give me a form letter response, not even reading my message. Can you imagine one of them actually trying to handle a complex issue dealing with accessibility? These are people who probably paid minimum wage, typing along in an office somewhere across the world. They're probably not even in America. They're probably paid like way less money than American workers. They're not educated. They're giving a checklist of things they're supposed to do in response to a help request, and they're basically a waste of time. There's no reason for them to exist. I can't imagine how frustrated I would be if I were, someone who needed accessibility to Twitch, and I have no one to talk to now because they fired the guy and didn't hire anyone else to make up for it. They just don't care. That's ridiculous. So just think about that. If they don't care about an entire group of people who use their site actively on a daily basis and now have no help for any issues, they don't care about that. What on earth makes you think they're going to care about DMCA, right? Okay. Well, Knox to be $4.20. And he says it sounds incredibly paranoid. Okay. He says it sounds incredibly paranoid for me to say that everyone who's basically doing these unsecured tips is the same guy. I mean, you're right. There's no way that I can confirm or deny that it's the same guy. You're right in that regard. You're absolutely 100% right. That there's no way that I can confirm or deny that it would be the same person. Because it's all anonymous. That's the point. They're doing all this anonymously. And because they're doing it anonymously, there's no way for me to confirm or deny who they are. I think that's why they're doing it that way. At the same time, I mean this, at the same time, how many fucking people do you think are loserish enough to have the time and the resources to continuously break the law and keep doing what they're doing, right? Right? I mean, this is not a normal person, and I certainly don't think, I'm serious, you would have to believe this is the same guy doing it over and over. I'm sorry, I have to think it's the same guy. Is it paranoid to say that? Maybe, but no one else is going to continuously buy stolen credit card numbers off the black fucking market and then use stolen credit card numbers, tons of them, dozens of them, to give me fake tips. Right? Who would do that? No normal people do that. It's got to be one guy who thinks he's literally immune to the law and can do whatever the fuck he wants. I can't believe, as a human who has logic in his head, I can't believe that there would be a ton of people doing this, risking it. That's breaking the law constantly to commit fraud. No, I don't believe it. I think that it's the same guy doing it. He now thinks he's done it so many times. Okay? He's done it so many times. He now feels that he's completely and utterly immune to any kind of repercussions. He feels like, look how many times I've done it to Phil, So no one ever came after me, so I'll just keep doing it over and over and over, no problem. That's what I feel. So. Got another troll tip, so that one's gone. That one's already refunded and blocked. Desmond Miles tipped me $1 and said, your trolls say they're not jealous, but they really are. I'm very jealous of you. I would love to stay at home all day and play video games all day long and get paid for it. I wish that I had your job for one day. Fuck the haters. Now, Desmond Miles, let's talk a little bit about this. All right? My job is great. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say my job is hard work. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm an essential worker who's out there on the front lines risking their fucking health every day. With COVID and everything. I would be a completely pretentious piece of shit asshole to say something like that. By the way, there are content creators like me who say shit like that. I can't believe they do. Talk about people who don't live in the real fucking world and are completely ungrateful for every little thing they've ever gotten, to think that they are doing as much risky work as a frontline worker. That's disgusting to me. That people would actually say that. And I saw shit like that on Twitter. I'm like, what a scumbag piece of garbage to say shit like that. How disrespectful. All right. Now, it's not easy to do what I do. All right. I didn't just one day say, okay, guys, I'm turning on my console and my Twitch, and I'm going to play a game and talk over it, and immediately overnight success. That didn't happen. It was years of grinding. It was years of putting out this content that was different from what everyone else was doing. I had to brainstorm, how can I do things differently from everyone else? Create this persona that I had on YouTube for 2-3 years. It was that commentary style that was different from everyone else's, that hooked people and got people interested. The fact that I put out more videos and more variety of gameplay than most people who were doing it. When I started, all right, it was people who were just doing one kind of game. That was it. Then I became the guy who, wow, Phil plays like a wide variety. He's like a real variety content creator. Look at all the games he plays and always doing the impromptu commentary over it, and he's hilarious with the commentary. That's how I got popular, doing it on YouTube back in the day. Okay? Now, today, I'm here every day. The stream turns on at 10:15, right? I'm maintaining the stream, doing stuff behind the scenes. I start talking roughly around 10:45. And I really don't stop until break time, which is around 2 o'clock, 2:15. I take about a half an hour break. Then I'm here for when I come back till about 4. Then I'm uploading videos, monitoring other shit behind the scenes, social media stuff, right? Then I come back around 6:45, again, maintaining the stream, making sure everything's working. And I'm here till around 9:30 every night. Then I'm behind the scenes, I'm uploading stuff. I'm constantly doing things that are relating to the streams and relating to the business, all right? It never kind of stops, only until I'd say when my wife comes home from work at night, around 11:30, finally I'm saying, okay, my day's done. I can finally just kind of sit here and relax now and focus in on having fun with my family rather than worrying about the streams, okay? It's very time consuming. And honestly, the only reason it works is because of the amount of time I put into it and the fact that I'm here 6 days a week, all day, all right? I feel that if I did it less, I wouldn't be able to make enough money to make ends meet and do what I do. Okay, I'm just being honest. It's stressful. I wish I had more time to spend with my family. I wish I had more time to do things outside of the streams. I don't, you know. It's a sacrifice to do what I do. So, is it easy to just turn on a console and start streaming? Yes. Is it easy to do what I do and make a living from it and actually maintain a viewer base and be consistent and be dependable and be entertaining on a constant basis? No. All right? But it's fun. It's not easy work, but it's fun work. And actually, I just said this a few weeks ago. There's a quote by Jim Henson. He says, making the magic work is hard work, but it could be fun. And that's the point. This whole thing is not easy to do because I need to constantly be putting up with all this fucking stresses, harassment from haters on the internet, chargebacks, you know, fucked up stuff. Okay? But it's fun. And just because it's fun, people seem to think it's not legit. And that's complete bullshit. It is. It's complete bullshit. Just because something is fun to do doesn't mean that it's not work. And that seems to be a misconception. Most people would die to do something for work that's fun, right? They want to do something for work that's fun. They wish that they could do something for work that was fun. And they can't. I did it for almost my entire life. I had jobs that I did not really enjoy. Whether it was when I worked fast food for 5+ years during my high school and college years, when I worked at Circuit City selling computers for a while, when I worked at Best Buy selling computers again, or when I worked for a bank for a year and I sold mortgages and refinances and credit cards, all right? You know, none of that is fun. You know, it's not. And even, I mean, helicopter support. There was times when I enjoyed my job at helicopter support, and there was times that I absolutely hated that job because I felt like I was being used and abused, right? I felt like I was being used and abused. Well, I gotta wait because it looks like there's more false tips coming in, guys. Okay? More false tips coming in. Nothing I can do about it. But anyway. Yeah, there's times at that job where I liked what I was doing, and there were times when I absolutely hated what I was doing. This job is the only job I've had in my entire life that I've loved. You know? Not that I love every minute of it. And admittedly, when I was just a full-time YouTuber and I wasn't focusing on streaming, there were times when I was getting burnt out and actually not enjoying what I was doing anymore. Right? But yes, I will tell you, actively, I am aware that what I'm doing is a rare occurrence, that I can do what I love for a living. And you guys see that. You see that my genuine enjoyment is coming through on the stream, especially when I'm playing a game that I'm really enjoying and interacting with you guys and having a good time, having a fun conversation. I know you guys can see, all right, that genuine stuff, that genuine feeling, all right? And I know that that's why a lot of you even tune into my content, right? So, Desmond Miles, I don't blame you for being jealous of what I do. I know most people don't get to enjoy what they do for a living. I think really are you jealous that I get to play games all day? No, you're jealous that I'm having fun, right? You want to have fun all day and make money having fun, right? And that's why I love this. I love being my own boss. I love having fun for a living. So thank you for the $1 tip. And you're absolutely right. For idiots who say that they're not jealous, they're lying. Because the truth is, these fucking people, right? The reason that they do what they do is for some kind of a concrete reason. And chances are that likely they're doing it because they're mad that they can't do it. They're mad that I get to have fun every day on a stream, and that's my job. And they can't do it, you know? They're furious about that. They want the ability to have fun for their work too. And the fact that I get to do it and they don't infuriates them, and they're super pissed about it, and that's why they try to attack me constantly. Okay? Street Fighter fan to me, $4.10 says, how long does it normally take you for to read emails from fans? It depends. Typically, if I get an email from a fan, I try to read it as soon as possible. Sometimes it could take upwards of a week, because maybe I don't have any free time, and I have to wait for a night when I actually have free time after a stream to sit down and read them. I don't respond to every email, just so you know. I can't. I get so many of them, there's no way I could respond to every email. But if there is something that I feel like I can add, or, you know, if I have a quick time, oh, thanks so much for the nice message, I'll do that if I have a chance to do it. In particular, to you, Street Fighter fan, I don't know what you're referencing. If you sent me an email and you were looking for a response and didn't get one, I recommend sending it again. Okay? The other thing is, some people's emails just get stuck in the spam filter. I get so many emails on a daily basis that a lot of stuff gets stuck in spam, and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay? And I apologize for that. Knox tipped me another $1.30, says, you have zero evidence that what these tips is fake and coming from a stolen credit card number. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's the chargeback. Because when they do the anonymous charge, okay, through the advanced or the express checkout versus when they do it through a verified account, it shows no name and it shows no contact information. When you do it through a verified account, it shows you this is a person who's real. Here's their contact info, and there's a bank account attached to their tip. So you know that's legitimately from their account and no one else's. When someone does one of these express checkout tips, none of that is there, just credit card. It says, oh, charge to a credit card. Then when they charge it back, all of a sudden, then you get the info from the person. And I can tell you, in a single day, I'll give you an example. Excuse me, I keep burping now. In a single day, all right, there could be a person who is the same name and tips me 3-4 times under the same name, then later on charges it all back, and every transaction they did in the same name is from a different person. Why? Because it wasn't them, it was stolen credit cards. They went to one of these black market sites, they threw down a few bucks, got stolen credit card numbers, and did each charge on a different credit card. Boom, boom, boom. And that's why it's 3 different people for the same name and the same guy who's saying the same messages. It's concrete proof. Why do you think I win some of these chargebacks? If I have a situation like that, someone who literally has a listing of in 5-6 of them that they did within a day or two, and it's all the same info of the same guy, but then it ends up being different credit cards, sometimes I can show this and I end up winning the case. Okay? Dr. Mark tipped me $2, said, will I be interested in playing Super Mario Galaxy 2 and Sonic Unleashed in the future as playthroughs? Yes. In fact, I would all but guarantee I'm going to play Super Mario Galaxy 2 at some point. I've always wanted to play it. After I played Super Mario Galaxy 1 years ago, I just never got around to it. It's a shame they didn't include it in the collection. I don't know why they didn't. I think it's stupid that they didn't. I think they absolutely should have included that game in the collection, and they didn't. So, you know, it is what it is. Sorry, because I got another fake tip, and I'm trying to refund it, and I can't right now. They're not allowing me to, which is really stupid. Yeah, they're not allowing me to refund it because it's not showing up in my PayPal. I have to wait, I guess. Okay. Blanca Balls to me another $2. Said, please remember, there's always a lot of people who support you regardless of the bullshit, and they take a lot of positivity out of your streams. I truly believe the trolls see that you are so positive now and they cannot stand it. Hashtag DS positivity. The thing is, and I have to say it, these are not, it's not those people. Those people who you call trolls, I don't feel that that's who's doing this. I'm serious. I don't feel that's who's doing this at all. All right, I feel that this is this malicious party over the course of this year who lost their fucking mind. You know, Again, and the thing is, I don't care. I don't care why this person's doing it, because it's not legit. It's a moron. It's a fucking weirdo person with a crazy notion in their head. They somehow have a bug up their ass about me. I don't know why, because I don't know who they are, and I don't give two fucks who they are. I don't give two fucks who they are. Alright? I just want nothing to do with them. You know? I want nothing to do with them at all. I just want to be able to stream and have fun, and that's it. I just want them to go the fuck away and get a life. But I can't make them. You can't make someone who's a loser not be a loser, right? You can't. It's not possible. Yep, it's still frozen. So I can't. I got a $100 fake tip from an idiot, and I can't even refund it right now. Oh, yes, the same fucking stupid detractor memes over and over. You can really tell the most intelligent people of society when they repeat a meme from like 9-10 months ago, and they still repeat it daily like a parrot. You know, like, probably want a cracker, probably want a cracker. WWE game, mobile game, mobile game. When they just repeat that fucking thing over and over like a brainless twit, you really know that they're full of intelligence. It's a real good sign. Nope, Elsky still nothing from Twitch. They're taking their sweet time processing this counterclaim. So I can't do anything right now. I'm stuck. I'm completely stuck until Twitch processes my counterclaim. I'm checking periodically, and it still says my account is suspended. I've gotten no further emails from them at all. So... why do I call it my living room and office? Because this is not my living room. My living room is downstairs. My living room has a TV, speakers, a DVD player. That's my living room. Nice couch. That's my living room. This is not my living room. This is my office. This is only thing I do in here is stream. That's it. That's the only thing I do in here. Stream and pay bills is the only actions that take place in this room. That's it. So it's my place of work. It's considered your office, home office. Legally, that's how it's considered. Do I think this could be Tutankhamun? I don't think so. I don't think that Tutankhamun, like, he was crazy, don't get me wrong. That guy was a fucking nut job. But I don't think that he would go to these lengths. Like, Tutankhamun wanted to screw around with financial shit, and as soon as basically he realized he wasn't going to be able to derail my streams anymore, he cut tail and ran and tried to charge everything back, and that was the last I ever heard of the guy. This person is a systematic abuser who will not go away. You know? Here we go again. Another false tip. A second false tip just came in. Yep. So I'm going to refund all these tips once they show up. I can't right now. I can't refund them because my PayPal isn't updating to actually reflect the tips. And without reflecting the tips, I can't refund them. Yeah, it's still not showing it. Yeah. View here, if I click view all, maybe. Let's see. Nope. Yeah. It's only showing tips from up to 3 p.m. and then it kind of froze and isn't showing any further contributions past 3 p.m. So until this reflects and actually shows those contributions, I can't even refund them if I wanted to. That's it. How do I know it's a fake tip? Because it's from the same guy. He's using the same name, and he's giving the same messages and everything. It's the same shit over and over. It's always a stupid big amount. $100. Yeah, $100 giant fake tip. Dumbass. Okay. So that was another fake tip, guys, just so you know. Fire Emblem tonight? I would love to. Mink Jamie asked, will there be Fire Emblem tonight? I would love to stream Fire Emblem tonight and do 2 more hours, finish up chapter 20, and get into 21 so that we're at the end game, the final actual conclusion. I have to be able to stream games tonight on Twitch, and right now they have not processed my counterclaim. So here's what I'm going to do. If I don't get a response by 4 p.m., which is the time when usually I would end my stream anyway, I'm going to send a second counterclaim notice and say it's now been 3 hours and you haven't responded. I need to be sure you're getting this. Please process this claim immediately. And if it doesn't get cleared up by tonight, by 6:45 p.m., then I'm just going to be here again hanging out with you guys on a late stream, shooting the shit. What else can I do, right? There's nothing I can do about it. Well, I appreciate that. Someone says you may not notice it, but I add my love and support. Dude, that's what it's all about. It's not just about people coming and oh, I got a tip fill, or I got, that helps a ton. But I'm about people just supporting me and wanting me to keep be able to stream. And you know what I mean? Like, that's really what it's all about. Just having fun with the streams. That's what I'm concerned about, is not being able to fucking stream consistently. It's ridiculous. Like I told you guys, it doesn't matter where this asshole tries to take me down. I'm going to stream no matter what. Whether it's Twitch, YouTube, a third-party site, I'm not going anywhere. I will be here as a content creator daily, no matter what. But it's frustrating when I can't consistently put out the fun gameplay I want to. That's my concern. I can't play Crash. Oh my god, this guy's an idiot. I'm not even gonna... Seriously, what a dumb fuck. Why aren't you playing Crash? I can't play Crash. I was banned from Twitch, stupid. Shall I reiterate what we went through months ago? Alright, fine, I'll reiterate. You guys ready for me to explain how all this works, since some people are just kind of simpletons and don't get it? Alright, I'll explain how all this works, okay? So I'm in a partnership contract on Twitch right now. The partnership contract on Twitch... I'm just going to go through it as I refund. One of the $100 payments showed up, so I can finally refund it. The partnership contract on Twitch says as follows. When you stream on Twitch, you give Twitch exclusive advertising rights to your content for a set period of time. By which, during that time, you cannot live stream and do that style of content anywhere else. Okay? That's the contract that I have with Twitch. All right? Now, there's very gray areas to that contract. Some people say, well... does that mean that you can't, for example, live stream on one site, but then upload to another? Some people say yes, that means you can't do that at all. Some people say no. Some people say, actually, that's fine to do as long as you don't have it archived on one site and not the other. So, for example, I stream on Twitch. I don't archive my stream on Twitch, but instead, I only upload to YouTube. Then that's okay. Some people say that is. Some people say it's not. All right? What I can tell you, all I can tell you is from personal experience. Okay? A few years ago, actually it was about 2.5 years ago, I received a strike against my channel on Twitch, not for copyright. It had nothing to do with this copyright issue. It had to do with something that I said or did on my stream. And they felt that it was against the terms of service, what happened. And I received a suspension of like a day or 2 days or whatever. And I said, at that time I had a partner manager. And I said, so what happens if I go to YouTube and I stream the game right now on YouTube instead of Twitch? He says, you're violating your partner agreement and we could terminate it at any time if we feel like it. Because you're violating your partner agreement. Streaming that game you were streaming on our site, now you went to another site to do it. That's a violation of the partner agreement. Okay? All right. I said, well, what if I go to YouTube just to do a quick stream of me talking to my audience, just saying I'm not accepting... cheering or anything like that. I'm not going to go to the YouTube site and set up there to say super chats and all of that shit. Okay? But what if I just do a stream just to explain to my viewers what's going on? And basically what my contact at that point at Twitch said was, that's a gray area. All right? Because, yeah, you're right. You didn't jump ship from Twitch to another site and try to make profit on another site. You didn't enable super chats or whatever. You didn't enable income from that other site. So technically that's not a violation, but dependent on why you were suspended. So for example, if I did misconduct on Twitch and I was banned from Twitch because I was doing saying messed up stuff against the terms of service, and I tried to abandon that terms of service ban by going to another site and doing the same kind of shit, they could just say, well, fuck it, we're just gonna cut your partner agreement anyway. But essentially, the way it was explained to me was, just be careful about what you say and do. Yes, in general, if you go to another site and you're just talking to an audience or whatever, and you're not enabling things, like I said, super chats and stuff, usually you'll be okay. But it's discretionary. At any time, Twitch can kick you from the partner program for any reason, period. Like, I don't even need to have justification. They could just say, you're gone, and then I'm gone. You know, there's nothing I have no protections against that. So, the last 2 times that this happened over the summer, and I got false DMCA claims, I stopped playing the game I was playing on Twitch, and I just streamed on YouTube like I'm doing right now and hung out with you guys and had conversation, and it seemed to be fine. Okay? You know, it seemed to be fine. It seemed that there's no issue at all in that regard. So that's what we're doing. If I were to start streaming Crash 4 right now on YouTube, that could be viewed as a direct violation of the partner agreement. Okay? And a direct violation of the partner agreement, obviously, not what I want to do when I'm trying to get unbanned so I can start streaming over there again. Right? So, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be violating my partner agreement by coming over here. And by the way, that's another fake tip. I just verified it. It's the same fucking guy again. You know, I'm not going to be jeopardizing the site that I want to keep streaming on. I want to keep streaming on Twitch. I've got a big following and viewership there. I've got tons of awesome emotes. I've got a culture there, really. You know, I've been set there for a while. And I don't want to put any of that at risk. You know, there's no reason for me to put any of that at risk at all. Okay? So I'm not going to. Time to refund that one. I'm refunding this one now. 1 million fake tips today. All that I have to refund. Unfucking believable. Refunded. Unbelievable. Okay, but there are a couple legit tips that came in. A $10 tip from JH Music. He says, longtime fan, I wanted to thank you for the countless years of great content. My favorite playthrough of yours is Left 4 Dead. The ones that you did early on. The PC version of 2 got a new update recently. It'd be cool if you played it. Yeah, I'm very doubtful I'm ever going back to Left 4 Dead. The game is super duper old, outdated. It was a really fun experience when I played it, but I doubt I'm going back to it at this point, just being honest. Invested tipped me $5, or Invest Ted, and says, I hope this gets resolved soon. I don't think your detractors realize every time they take your sling down, you get a large financial boost on YouTube. The community appreciates you, so don't give up. Well, you know, likely today would have probably been a good day because I asked for help. Today, this morning on Twitter and on my pre-stream, I said I need help because of the chargebacks that have been coming in recently, of which there's been hundreds and hundreds of dollars of, and because of the fact that yesterday was a slower day. And I looked at everything and I was like, man, I really need help here with this. So I think people came out and were supportive today because of that reason. You know what I mean? Like, I think people would have been supportive regardless. It didn't. The fact that my Twitch stream got falsely taken down, yes, that's fucked up. And I think people will then come and check out the stream anyway. But I definitely believe that people came out today because they wanted to help regardless of the fact that the Twitch stream was working or not, you know? The fact that this motherfucker false claimed me again on Twitch is just kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. You know what I mean? Okay. Alright, man. I'm not gonna lie, this sucks. This really does suck, you know? This is a shit situation. And I don't, you know, I want to be able to play Crash right now. I only played an hour. 1 single hour of Crash is all I got in today. That was it. Alright. What else you guys want to talk about? Because I keep checking. No, sadly, there's been no update from Twitch at all. I'm still stuck. I'm still waiting, and I can't do anything. So, still waiting on Twitch. Really? Someone literally had the balls to say in stream chat, I would never donate to Phil because he never blames anything on himself. What exactly going on today right now is my result of my actions. I was having a fun, positive stream of Crash Bandicoot 4 on my stream here. I got a false DMCA takedown request stating that I was playing the beta of the game, which I wasn't, and that the person worked at Activision and wanted my stream down. What about that exactly is my fault? You complete fucking nitwit. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Finding Game Lover tipped me $1 and said you should check out Streets of Rage 4. You'll love it. I almost played it earlier this year. I did. I almost played it earlier this year. But it was a candidate among many other games, and at the time, people seemed to want other stuff and didn't think that it would be an entertaining enough stream. Plus, the game apparently was incredibly short, only about 4 hours. So I didn't do it. I never got around to it. I get the feeling that's the kind of game that eventually, this game is going to be something where it's free, whether it's PS Plus or Microsoft or something, right? It's good. I guarantee you. And when it ends up being free, maybe then I'll check it out. By the way, I guess I should take this opportunity to shut down Crash 4. I'm gonna have to start the whole title over. The whole stage over. Nothing I can do about it. Yep. I was in the middle of a stage, and it looks like that stream's not coming back anytime soon. So, no point in keeping it open. I'll just close it down. Unreal. Alright. Close that down there. Oh, man. Okay. I see that sadly, there's no mod right now. I should play Daggy Spurs, just play and let us listen just to the sounds. I don't think that's going to be too entertaining. I'm just saying. Why don't I get drunk? Because I'll be eating dinner in a half an hour and it's only 3:25 p.m. here. What happened to the Vestreak money? It went to pay for stuff, genius. Bills, back taxes. Like, it paid for a tremendous amount of things around here. What do you think it did? Oh my god, people are so dumb. Oh. Because you know, during the time when the Vestreak was going on, every financial thing in my life was suspended. I didn't have to pay my mortgage. I didn't have to pay my car payment. I didn't have to pay for games, electricity, health insurance. I didn't have to pay for the lawyer for the bankruptcy proceeding, doubly over because the lawyer ended up getting held up even longer than they were supposed to because of false shit that was said about me. None of that happened, right? I didn't have ridiculous amount of back taxes to get caught up on and pay. None of that happened. None of that. I live in an igloo out on an iceberg, and nothing cost me anything. My life is free. So when I got the Vestreak happened, that was all money that just sat in a lockbox in front of me, right? I never touched it. You are a fucking idiot. JH Music tipped me $5. Said another random question. Says I heard you mention in a past stream. Do you keep backups of your old videos, or do you have offsite backups? I hope so. You know, it would suck if things were lost forever. Well, here's how it works. Okay. When I used to be a full-time YouTuber, back in the day, all right, back in the day, I used to back up everything. I did. I meticulously backed up every single video file to an external hard drive. I would record with this digital camera. It wasn't direct capture. It was a digital camera. And then I would basically take that and back it up to external hard drives that I would have sitting in a closet or whatever, okay? Over the years, I've done this for 12 years. I'd say probably about 3-4 years ago, I had about 16 to 20 external hard drives just sitting around. Now, I couldn't even tell you if those hard drives still work. I couldn't even tell you if those hard drives still worked or not. All right? Because I haven't ever really plugged them in to use them. What I used to do is I would back the files up. At the end of the year when I do my year-end series, I'd plug them in and pull some of the files out to do the year-end series for YouTube. And then I would just never use those hard drives ever again. All right? Now, at one point, YouTube updated their site with the ability to actually download your own videos from the site. So let's say, for example, today I play Crash I upload a video of Crash 4 to YouTube. All right, DSPGaming. In 2 weeks, if for some reason I lost that file, I can re-download that video off of YouTube again. Now, it's not the pure quality of the raw file, but it's still a decent copy of that file. Okay, so it's still good. It's viewable. So at one point, I realized I was wasting money buying these external hard drives and storing these files because everything is backed up on YouTube anyway. Okay, now, if YouTube were to, I don't know, ban me, from what I'm going to understand, you know, if you work with YouTube behind the scenes, you can still get access to your files and you can still get some of them or all of them. Now, I have 12 years of videos on YouTube. Do you think I'm going to be able to get them all? No. No. But at least, in a worst case scenario, maybe I could probably get the most popular ones or the ones that I would want to keep, you know, peripherally forever. The thing is, I'm not worried about being permanently banned from YouTube. If I were going to be permanently banned from YouTube, this would have happened years and years ago when I was doing risque stuff, when I had commentary out there that could be considered not PC. Then this would have happened. It's not going to happen in 2020 when everything I do is way more watered down, way more safe, way more in line with what people want on these websites and everything. You know, no one's going to be taking down my YouTube at this point. You see? It's not going to happen. Now, in the case of if YouTube went out of business and YouTube said, guess what, folks? We're done. It was great being here, but we're done. There really is no viable replacement for YouTube. There is no third-party business or website that has the capacity, the speed, the sleekness, and just the fact that they work as well as YouTube. So it wouldn't even matter. Like, if YouTube overnight went out of business, there's no way I would be able to download all my videos and get them somewhere else anyway. So really, it's all or nothing, right? When it comes to on-demand watching my videos over time, it's YouTube or nothing. If YouTube goes out of business and closes, and that's the end of my legacy on the internet, right? What else can I do? That's just where it's been. That's where it's going to be. Google at least backs YouTube, so you would have to think, unless there's a really bad reason or shitty reason for them to delete everything, they wouldn't. But who knows? You know, who knows what's going to happen on this wild ride? So no, it's not a concern of mine. I'm not worried about my YouTube channel completely shutting down and losing all the videos. I'm just really not concerned with it. BattleDuck9000 tipped me $20 and says, man, I couldn't sleep. Now I know why. Again with this shit? Yeah, I know, BattleDuck. Again with this shit. It's literally again with this shit. Same exact situation as what happened over the summer. And sadly, this time, Twitch is not really responding as quickly. If you remember over the summer, it took about 1 hour to get that false ban repealed when I was playing Destroy All Humans. It only took an hour. That was it. Now here we are, 2.5 hours, and still nothing from Twitch. Nothing. And there's nothing I can do about it. You know, there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Sucks. There's still one more tip that I need to refund, but it's still not showing in my PayPal. I'm wondering if PayPal blocked it, is what I'm actually wondering now. Did PayPal block the transaction for some reason? Because it saw so many fake transactions from this guy that maybe they just outright blocked it. I'm going to double check that. Huh. What the fuck happened? Oh my god, the PayPal site sucks. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The PayPal site is fucking terrible. It frequently glitches. It just glitched right now. Where I was trying to see my statement of contributions for today, and it just went bloop to a blank screen. It really doesn't work well on mobile. The PayPal site is a little bit better on desktop, but it's not good on desktop either. It's just bad. It's a bad site, and they expect you to use this daily for your business. And it's like, what a piece of donkey dung. Yeah. It's still not showing this one transaction. One of the fake tips, it won't even show up on here, so I guess I don't worry about it. Since it apparently doesn't exist, I guess I don't worry about it. I guess it went to the fucking Phantom Zone. Okay. Alright, guys. Well, I still got about 25 minutes. What do you guys want to talk about? What would you guys like to... I'm going to take the gunner glasses off at this point because I'm not playing a game, so they're not helping me and they're bothering me. So I'm just going to take them off right now. It's very hot in the office today, like I said, with the sun beating on the front wall here. What would you guys like to talk about? Any questions for me, anything? Besides these idiots spamming stupid detractor memes? There we go. Block some idiots. What's for dinner? Kat is making Italian bake, which is pasta with like a homemade sauce, which is a combination of tomato paste and seasonings and broth, fresh parsley, mozzarella cheese, chunks of tomato, and a few other things tossed into this bake that she makes in the oven. That's dinner today. Am I playing Street Fighter again soon? My plan is to play my usual Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection old school stream on Friday night. That's my plan. I know I skipped it last week for Mario 35, but I'm going to go back to it this week. Why aren't I getting an Xbox Series X? There were two reasons. Number one, because at the time, I didn't know what was going to happen. I still don't know with the contributions that I got in the month of September. You know, I don't know if the stuff that I got, like the cheers and everything, are going to hold. If they do, great. But if they don't, you know, then I can't really afford it, being honest. Now, also, there was no way to really get a pre-order in. People were so crazy about the Xbox Series X. It was harder, actually, to get an Xbox Series X pre-order than a PS5 pre-order because people who wanted PS5 couldn't get it, so then they went and got the Xbox Series X, or tried to at least. So I didn't get one. I didn't get in on a pre-order. Like I said, I want an Xbox Series X. I would like to get one, but that would have to be more long-term after there's like a second or third wave of them available. Would I ever use a system like Fightcade? No, because Fightcade is not good. Fightcade is full of cheaters. Fightcade has a bunch of people who basically use macros to do inputs and do it at an accelerated rate. Like they use turbo buttons and macros to constantly cheat. So when you're playing someone on Fightcade, a lot of the people just constantly don't even do inputs. They just, press a button and get a Shoryuken. It's like, what? Yeah, they could. It's cheating, blatant cheating over and over. So it's not even fun. You can't even have like a good match because you try to play on there and you end up with people who are just blatantly doing things you shouldn't be able to pull off in the game. They have instant reaction to the things you're doing because they go tap to do a move that should be like this. It's nonsense. So just on its base value, Fightcade is not worth playing. But on top of that, Fightcade is an emulation suite that emulates ROMs, and it runs the ROMs at the wrong speed. Much like the 30th Anniversary Collection, it runs Super Turbo too quickly. So certain characters such as Vega become absolutely godlike on Fightcade because you can't counter what he's doing because he runs too fast. You're going too quickly to react to. So it's not even the real game that I like, and people are rampant cheaters. So there's no reason I would ever play that game on Fightcade because I'm not an idiot. How do I know about Fightcade? I haven't played it. I know all about it. I know exactly what it is, and I know what it's based on, the netcode, because I've played on that netcode before. And I also know people who played Fightcade for extended periods of time. So. Okay. Do I have a dream car? No, I do not. I really don't care about, cars in general. I don't care about what kind of a car I drive as long as it works and it's comfortable. That's always how I've been. I've never been a car guy. I've never been into having a fancy car. I did lease a BMW a couple of times. Why? Because it was dependable. It was super duper dependable. I never had an issue with the BMW at all. And I had full service coverage leasing the BMW. If anything did go wrong, I could go right to the dealership that was right a few blocks away from me and get it fixed. That's why I did that. I wasn't driving it because it was prestigious because it was a BMW. I was driving it because it was a dependable car with free maintenance when I did it. So, by the way, I don't drive a BMW anymore and haven't for a long time and probably never will again in my life. Tarantula MS 2018 tipped me $4.20 and curious on your thoughts on Halloween nominations, Manhunt 1 or 2, Condemned 1 or 2, or Fear 1. I don't like Manhunt. Manhunt is kind of boring to me. It's a lot of sneaking, a lot of tediousness, and quite frankly, not too entertaining to me. I tried playing Manhunt 1 during a Halloween marathon years ago. I did not enjoy it whatsoever. I thought it was boring, so I'm probably not playing Manhunt on Halloween this year. Okay. Condemned 1 and 2, I played Condemned. I don't know which one. I played one of the Condemned games years ago, and I got about an hour and a half into it during a Halloween marathon. I thought it was all right, but people basically said they were bored and didn't want it to be played ever again. This is what happens with certain titles. Like, I like Metroidvania games. Oh, I'm bored. Don't ever play those again. Right? Same thing with Condemned. I thought it was decent. I was entertained by it. People were telling me they were bored. Don't do it again, so I never did. Fear 1, I never played it except for like 10 minutes. When I was used to be into, when I was building PCs and the like, okay? There was one point when Fear 1 released, I couldn't tell you the exact year, but I played it because I had bought a graphics card that Fear 1 came with it for free, okay? And I remember trying to play it, and it didn't run well. It, like, would look really good, and then all of a sudden it would get choppy. And it was annoying, like, damn, why is it getting choppy during, like, firefights and stuff? The ghost parts were scary as fuck. The girl would appear out of thin air right in front of you, scare the shit out of you, and disappear, which was really creepy as hell. But I couldn't play. It was, like, unplayable. It was, like, choppy as fuck on my computer back in the day. So I only played it for, like, the intro segment, like, the first level. That's all I ever played of Fear 1. I never went back to it. Now, I did full playthroughs of Fear 2 and Fear 3. Fear 2 I actually really liked, because of Fear 2... you're learning about the story of Alma. You're actually learning who she is, and it's this really creepy, suspenseful horror plot. The end of the game is fucking weird, okay? But, that being said, now, the mystery of Fear is over. Like, if you've played Fear 2 and Fear 3, you know about Alma, and where the supernatural powers and everything come from. You know the rules. Yeah, it's not scary anymore. It basically loses its scare factor, because you know there's no ongoing mystery. I know the answer to the mystery. So if I were to play Fear 1, I probably wouldn't be scared of maybe a jump scare here or there, but there's no ongoing air of mystery of what's going on and who is Alma and all that, because you already know if you played the future games. So I feel if I played Fear 1 today, it basically would not at all be effective. Like, I wouldn't be scared, and it wouldn't feel like a great playthrough, because I wouldn't actually, like, care, because I already know what's going on. Versus if I had played it before I had played Fear 2 or 3, it probably would have been a completely different experience and a much better one. So I almost feel like because the plot was already spoiled for me, that it wouldn't be a good playthrough, okay? So out of what you mentioned there, Manhunt I don't like, and Fear I don't think would be a good playthrough, but Condemned I played and actually enjoyed. It was the viewers who for some reason said it didn't resonate with them, and they didn't think that it was going to be entertaining. So I never went back to it. After that initial session, I never went back to it. Still suspended, guys. I'm checking regularly here. Still suspended. They still have not processed my counterclaim. So like I said, here's what I'm going to do. If I don't hear from them, if I don't hear from them by the time that I go on break, 4 p.m., I will send a second counterclaim notice and say, the reason I'm sending it is because I sent you one, over 3 hours ago. I need to stream today, and you didn't process it yet, so I'm making sure you get it. Silhouetted Animator tipped me $4.20. Says, I know there's a lot of anonymous folks that don't have kind things to say about you, but I want you to know that even though I'm not always catching every video, I've stayed subscribed since 2010 and I remain a fan. I hope that things are easier for you. Thank you very much to Silhouetted Animator for that. I appreciate that sentiment. I really do. That's very nice of you. And yeah, me too. I hope that this false DMCA shit ends. I don't know how to make it end. I wish I could, but it seems like there's no effing end in sight at this point, right? Like, it just seems to me like I have no control over it. It's just going to keep happening. Sucks ass. Why do I respond in an angry tone? I don't know what you mean by that, because I'm not angry at anyone who I'm really talking to, unless someone's insulting me blatantly. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Okay. I never said Twitch was stable. Someone just said it looks like Twitch isn't as stable as you said it was. I never said Twitch was stable. As soon as I got that first DMCA takedown earlier this year, I was like, this is wrong. There's something wrong here. If you're not aware, they didn't used to do this. They actually didn't used to do these false takedowns. It was only this year that something changed behind the scenes. A lot of things this year changed. Partner managers got laid off or fired. We don't know what the answer is, but they're gone. So there's no partner managers for any people who are in the partner program anymore. They got rid of the guy who's the head of accessibility, right? They're doing all these very negative changes. They're actually getting rid of Twitch Sings. Remember, for a long time, people asked me to do Twitch Sings. That's gone. As the end of the year, they're getting rid of that. It seems like they're really scaling back and cutting a lot of programs and going back on a lot of things that were good. Sucks. And this DMCA thing is just another example of something they've changed for the worse. The Dark Side Child took me $1.30 and says, can you please think about playing Steins Gate? It's on sale on PSN for a great price. Give it a thought. Which Mafia game do you like the best and why? What do you think about the rabbit bun fill? All I will say is this. I don't know what the hell you're talking about for half of that. I don't know much about Steins Gate. I've heard a few people mention it to me before, but I don't know what the hell it is. So unless I knew what it was, I'm not going to look for buying it on PSN. Which Mafia is the best? That's a tough question. Mafia 1 and 2 are both great. They're both interesting characters, well-written, good stories, linear game in a sandbox environment, fun, right? And challenging. But short. And that's kind of the thing. They're both about 12 hours long. But those are 12 great hours of gameplay. Mafia 3 is not even a consideration. Mafia 1 and 2 are much better than Mafia 3. So it's a tough question. It really is a very tough question. I would say, obviously now I would say Mafia 1 because I just played it. And Mafia 2 I played several years ago, so I don't remember it as well. But I remember really enjoying Mafia 2. So I don't think I can answer. I think they're both really good. Okay? Steins Gate is an anime game? Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Alright, we got 2 fake tips that just came in, both 20 bucks. How delightful. I can refund those immediately. Both of them were insulting things. Unfucking believable. The level of losers out there is just remarkable. So time to refund both of these. They came in almost at the same time, too. Well, someone claiming to be your boy Bob tipped me $4.20 and said, spirits be with you, Mom. I'll have to check and see if that's actually your boy Bob. I don't know if it is or not. If it is, thank you very much. Appreciate that. I think it actually is. Thank you, your boy Bob, for the tip. I appreciate that. That I can add to the total. So obviously, guys, thank you for the support on this stream. I appreciate it. You know, this obviously this is gonna help me tomorrow on my day away from streaming, and I appreciate your support today. It just sucks I can't stream. Now I'm behind. I'm behind a whole stream on Crash, right? I don't know if I'm going to get to stream Fire Emblem tonight. I'm behind on everything because of this stupid shit. This sucks ass. I'm in the home stretch of finishing Fire Emblem, and now you're telling me that I can't fucking do it. You know, I can't continue to play it. I'm streaming now, but I'm not streaming gameplay. That's the point I'm making. Because I was not able to stream Crash today, now I'm behind entirely 3+ hours of gameplay on Crash. I don't know if I could stream tonight. You know, I don't know what's going on. Why would I play Devil May Cry? What? Twirling my mustache does help me think. Allahu Tap, if you're seriously interested, you could always email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com and we can talk about it behind the scenes. Okay? DLive is a viable alternable platform, says Expand Dong. DLive was one of the ones that people were telling me about. That if I were to leave Twitch entirely, maybe I don't want to go to YouTube because the chat's so bad and I would want to go to DLive. I didn't look into it. I'm hoping I could just go back right to Twitch after this, but we'll see. Okay? It's fine, Noah. He says, we're sorry this always happens. Yeah, dude, it's not your fault, certainly. It's a crazy person, you know? Triple J, I appreciate that you've been watching me since Fallout 3. Thank you for that. Thank you for that ongoing viewership and support. The Dark Side Child to me $1.30 and said, do I think about The Great Gatsby, Dave? Both movies and book. Which Persona game did you like the best and why? And the Rabbit Bun. I don't remember The Great Gatsby at all, so I don't know what to say about that. The Persona game I liked the best was 4. 4 was the first one I ever played, and it had a really cool mystery-style plotline that was an ongoing thing till the end of the game. And it was really cool, trying to figure out who the killer was and everything. That's my favorite. It'll probably be my favorite for a while. 5 is great, by the way. Don't get me wrong. 5 is really, really good. But I think 4 was slightly better. Okay. Yes, darksidephil@hotmail.com. That is correct. Allahu Tap. Jacob Colley, I have no idea. It could be the same guy. It might not be. There's no way to tell. When they're lying about who they are, there's no way to tell who's giving you the takedown. So it very well could be the same guy who did it months over the summer. It could be someone completely new. I have no way of telling. Ridiculous. Oh, man. Ugh, this sucks. This really sucks. I really hope that they're gonna process the counterclaim and I can play Fire Emblem tonight. I don't want to be behind now on 2 different streams because of this fucking nonsense. This is out of control, you know? I don't know what I'm going to be eating for DSP Tries It. The next DSP Tries It is on Halloween. I have no idea if I'll be playing it there or not. Or if what I'll be doing there or not. No clue. Okay. All right. So, guys, I think that's about it. There's really not what else to say or do here, right? We've been here now for over 2 hours. 2 hours, 20 minutes. And no answer from Twitch at all. So what I'm going to do is I actually don't need to upload this to YouTube because this auto-uploads to YouTube, okay? Automatically will just show up as an archive. People will actually be able to watch it if they want. By the way, thank you, Lord Elgin, for a $5 tip. He says, don't let them get to you. I appreciate that, Lord Elgin. I'm going to try not to, okay? So here's the plan. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to have dinner with my wife. I'm going to relax, probably shower and shave during the break, okay? Later tonight, if I'm able to stream, I will be back on Twitch, and I'll be streaming Fire Emblem for a couple of hours. If not, I will be here, all right? I will stream here, and we'll just hang out for a couple of hours, do more Q&A, or just talk, whatever you want to do. I got nothing else to do. I can't play games on here for fear of violating my partner agreement, so I'm stuck. We'll just chat tonight and hang out and try to have a couple hours of good time, whatever. You know, and hopefully they will take my counterclaim seriously and process it right away. I don't know why today, it's been almost 3 hours, they haven't processed it, when during the summertime they were processing it within like 45 minutes. I don't know. What's different today versus then? No idea, right? No clue. All right, guys. So anyway, that is it. Thank you for hanging out with me for the last couple of hours. I know it was not what we had planned. It sucks that we didn't get any progress in Crash today whatsoever because of this bullshit. That is what it is, I guess. I'll be back later tonight to try to see if I can stream Fire Emblem. Okay? Well, Darkside Child to me, $1.30 says, Rabbit Bun thinks that Persona 3 is better. How do you feel about being 30 years old and playing games? Don't get the wrong idea. I don't see any problem with it. There's people much older than me who play games. There's people much younger than me who play games. Games are for all, right? All right, guys, that's it. Hopefully, I'll see you tonight. Hopefully, Fire Emblem will happen. All right? If not, I'll be back on Wednesday, and by then, hopefully, the thing will be fucking lifted. And we're going to be doing Mario Sunshine. No, Mario Sunshine, no. Mario Galaxy and Batman, if it works. All right? Let's see what happens. Okay, guys? Thank you for hanging out. Thank you so much right here for the support. All right? I really do appreciate that. And let's hope for the best for tonight. Okay, guys? Thanks. I'll give you an update. If I have an update on Twitter, I'll let you know. If not, we'll be back here to just chill tonight on the late stream. Okay? Thanks. I'll see you tonight.